Did you
Hello!
go live on the Tickety Talk?
I did. Hello!
Hello.
And welcome to the School of Nerdcraft and Dungeonry. I am your headmaster, MagicShibe, and this is Magic Academy. Welcome back to episode 13 of Called Netherdeep. We're so excited to have you here as we had a long break. We were off for 2 weeks, and it, to be honest, felt like for fucking ever. So it was kind of nice to be back and get back into the swing of things. We definitely left off on a whole bunch, so I hope you remember it all. So again, let's start off with going around and talking about events and sponsorships. So again, Trinity Ventures, thank you so much for sponsoring both the show and kind of helping everyone get off the ground, come together. You're an amazing person, and we're so proud of your own success and to be part of your community as well. We have the Discord and Patreon down below in the description below. The episode will be released on the Patreon shortly after it airs here on Twitch and YouTube. And you can see it there exclusively for the first 3 days if you miss it live. And then we also have the Discord where we have a ton of events. Tipsy, would you mind going?
Yeah, no, I do not mind at all. We are kind of getting back into the swing of things after the holiday break, and hope all of you, whether you celebrate or not, had a good time while we were gone and didn't miss us too terribly and didn't weep too much in our absence.
It's okay. We weeped enough for all of you.
We wept on your behalf. Although Churney will not be streaming until next week, we do have some events in the Discord. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Central, I will be streaming date night. I'll be playing some more Boyfriend Dungeon. It should be a really good time. We had a great time last session with a lot of screaming about a certain character stepping on them. It was a good time.
That tracks.
Yeah, 100%. There was a lot of thirst. There was a lot of thirst that night. The next day, the 5th, this is Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m., Chaotic Nerd Boy will be hosting another Jackbox night. So if you want to come chill, play some fun games, you're welcome to come and hang out with us. Lore, are you streaming this week? Lore is streaming this week. Lore is back. We're so excited to have Cartographer's Corner back. Fridays at, is it 8 o'clock Central? 7 o'clock Central. Thank you. So Cartographer's Corner is back at 7 o'clock Central PM on Friday. Super stoked to get back to Mac making with our dear Lore / Morcella. And then on Saturday the 7th at 8 o'clock AM, Leaked Prism, who has started streaming on Twitch and is probably in the Twitch chat right now. And I'm going to call him out on all of the puns he continues to make. He is streaming Dark Souls at 8 o'clock a.m. Central on Saturday. And
He's
that is
the longest living member of the Pungeon.
truly is. Truly
He never
is.
leaves.
We honor his presence. He has a permanent room. And that is it.
And mods on Twitch, if we can do the Twitch shout out. I don't know if I've set up for anything else.
It looks like it's already there. Yeah,
Cool.
we got some shout outs. We got some shout outs.
Cool.
Thank you, Churney.
Thank you. We have a lot of things going on. We have a lot of good things. So many things. Things that are coming out this month to look forward to. We got back our theme song. I am not going to play it yet because I am who I am, and I'm going to rewrite a lot of the lyrics, and I might have some people on here sing it alongside me. So we'll see how that goes. What else do we have looking forward? Keep an eye out. We are looking to branching out and creating new types of content, creating one-shots and campaigns for you guys to get involved. Looking to starting building out our own homebrew world, setting ourselves up for later. We're going to build our own homebrew world around Magic Academy. Yes, Magic Academy is in the homebrew world. I won't tell you anything else about it yet, but I'm so excited. We have, if you're on Twitch, we have pronouns. So if you use the pronoun extension, you should be able to see everyone else's. We also have closed captioning now on Twitch as well. So if you need that, it's there for you as well.
We also opened our merch store.
That's
Merch store.
right. Over the holiday breaks, we hit over 50 followers on YouTube, which was our goal. So we are going to go ahead and open up the merch store. It's all set up, and have you guys be able to get whatever you want there. There's going to be continuing. I think everything right now, the merch store is going to be open until the end of this month, and then I'm going to close it down. So if you do want something from it,
I can't afford things yet, Magic. Wait.
Magic Daddy, we're poor.
We're poor, Magic Daddy.
if you want stuff, get it now, because I'll have it open for about a month, and then we'll probably go through and get some final stuff before we get near the end. Anything else that I have going on? I think our next main goal is going to be Twitch affiliate. We're going to work on getting Twitch affiliate so we can get you guys some subscriber emotes, and getting things set up there and becoming more legitimate. And there's so much going on. I could go on for a while, but I'm excited. I'm glad you guys are here. Let's go ahead and kick it off with a recap of time in the timeline with our guest star, Doofus Domain Cleric. Go ahead.
We had a delightful time with Doofus during our holiday one-shot that is canon. So we started our adventure pulled into a portal by Time, who insisted that the timeline was incorrect, and we ended up in a tavern. We were very confused by what had happened, but Time let us know of a couple key things, which is apparently a little girl's presence had been stolen, and we needed to amend this error in the timeline to prevent bad things from happening in the future. It turned out the proprietor of this tavern was a gentleman named Jack, this very icy and chiseled looking water genasi who ran a bar with some special drinks that gave us some special abilities.
He totally wasn't Jack Frost.
Absolutely not. Wasn't Jack Frost
Do you
at
know how
all.
mad I was when you asked, "Is this Jack Frost?" I was like, "Fuck you guys."
Fuck you guys, man. And so
Listen, I watch a lot of Christmas movies.
And we found out that the child who we were referring to and had gone in the past was in fact Ao. Ao being Jack's daughter, and who was about maybe like 7, maybe 5 in the timeline. We all looked different for our benefit, all looking different, and this especially weirded out the tieflings, having no horns.
They were having existential crises.
There were some existential crises going on. Nade was an orc, and Morcella was
a valley girl.
Valley girl.
I was a Valley Girl summer fairy. It was fantastic.
We ended up setting out with Ao. Ao was excited to show us all the things around town. And the first thing that happened is, of course, we got into a snowball fight. And being us, it became very, very, very intense. Damaros and Peter immediately headed off with
Damaros was a father, and he taught his son how to play catch.
Peter never got to play catch in his childhood, and having only read the great stories of Hallmark, was quickly surpassed his teacher by taking Damaros out of the fight first. But then with a clutch momentary stasis on our monk, possibly the only way to stop the monk's mad snowball fury, Time got Peter out, but was betrayed by Nade, who would rather go down by her friend Morcella's hand than betray her in the snowball fight, which left Morcella as our victor. After that, Ao very quickly led us over to a place to get presents. We all got good presents, except for someone who got 2 mimics, and his name might be Time. And after that, we suddenly were approached by a very upset baker who had told us that his gingerbread man had gone wrong. Turns out by gone wrong, he meant it was a giant golem. We made very quick work of it, mostly based on Magic Daddy's terrible initiative, though it did leave some lasting psychic damage on Peter, who got enveloped in the dough and couldn't breathe for a bit, and definitely will never look at gingerbread the same way ever again. Shortly after that, we went down to see where the presents had been stolen. Ao told us the presents had been stolen, and it turned out looked like some trees had been moved. We quickly went over to find a cave and found I believe we called him the Gorax because he's a cross between the Grinch and the Lorax. This Don't Sue Us, Dr. Seuss estate. But a druid creature who hated the holiday so much and refused to make a deal with us if it didn't involve murdering other people.
They were
though
all fair
admittedly-
deals.
Yeah, it's really fair. All of them totally fair. Though admittedly, we were all very torn by this because trees also have feelings. But we ended up fighting him and we ended up kicking his butt. We saved Christmas. We came back. It turned out that Jack Frost was in fact Jack Frost. And Jack did give us gave Damaros a Frostbrand rapier. And we went back to our current timeline with Naday more than just a little worried about what she's gonna find with AO when she gets there. And now we are back to where we were left off. We all, according to Magic Daddy, we all have appeared outside of the eclipse of where the Vermilion Dream is.
Marcella.
I just would like to know too that Peter walked away with a bag of nuts. That's all that's important.
He did. He had a bunch of chestnuts. It was a great time.
I have in my inventory 25 good berry chestnuts.
That's my favorite part of that whole thing. Peter scooping up some
Bag of D's nuts.
We're off to a great start. Nothing can go. We can only go up from here. We can only go up from here.
Thank you, Tipsy,
We
for
can
that good
definitely
review.
go down from here.
So yes, with that, our players, you get whisked. Actually, no, you are pushed into a portal by time, and stepping out on the other side, you feel that same dry heat air of Ank'Harel, the city in the center of a desert, and you find yourself right on the inside of the first eclipse. Standing in front of you, you see the familiar barkeep, whose name I have not pulled up yet. And you see the little girl that you had saved with their feet sitting at the edge of the table, just kind of swinging back and forth, drawing on a piece of paper. It's pretty empty. There doesn't seem to be too much going on. You see a hooded figure in the back, but it's a pretty quiet inn at this time. What would you guys like to do?
I think if everyone would like to, I'd like to, see that Shira is settled in. It looks like into a good new place, and say our goodbyes.
Okay. Marcella?
Same. And it did just occur to me too. Along with the fact that you were nice enough to let me refill my herbalism kit, I did buy myself a new hat because I have given my old hat to Shira. So
That's adorable.
Be prepared to get weird, but I'm gonna decorate this hat too. But yeah, so I would also like to see her settled and comfortable. I can't believe I have my own quote.
You sure do.
I think
You
we
have
could
your
do
own.
a quote ad, and we can start adding quotes in, like, legit.
Oh, 100%.
Heck
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I
It's
think
about
that
to get weird.
I let Marcella and Damaros take the lead because I know that they bonded with Shira really, really closely. And I kind of hang back with Peter, just still kind of processing everything that's just...
Yeah, Peter definitely is gonna like turn to Naday and be like, "Are they? They're," and like be touching his horns and be like, "They're back, yes."
Yes, your horns are back. Your horns are back.
All right.
They look very nice. Your horns look very nice.
Then, all right, then Blue.
You-
All right, we're good.
You see that I blush slightly and go, yes, you're blue.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
great.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good that you're blue.
You look up and you see the blue dragonborn across, kind of look up and go, "Yeah, Venturas, you back?"
Yes.
Yes, we wanted to check in and we wanted to catch our friends up on the jobs that we have. We also...
I know we not have business, but not here.
Right. I look at Shira and I kind of look at Marcella and Damaros like,
how do I put this? So I sort of beg / threaten / beg my friends to not actually tell you what happened at the temple.
What do you mean?
Well,
Some guy named Time dropped off children, said needs home, and
yes.
she's kind of adorable and kind of pats their head.
Well, so she's the temple ghost.
Oh, this little thing I could not imagine.
I know, it's kind of hard. But I mean, I can't. I don't want to see her fall in with the wrong crowd or get to the wrong people, or I'm very worried.
Well, I mean, as long as she does not get in trouble, I don't see why we can't, help out a little. Be nice, I guess. We have places. I have a private room upstairs. She could stay and do some simple chores, learn a little bit of responsibility, and I think it could be good.
what do you think,
Okay.
Shira? You think it can be good and do some chores?
Dave, do you want dinner?
Yeah, I want dinner too.
Yeah, please give us dinner.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I got distracted because of the command that Churney just put in the chat. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Is it blue? We know Nade has a fondness for blue for no particular reason.
I hate all of you.
It's too good.
But I did ask Shira if she thinks she can, do well with the new situation.
And I just give her thumbs up from afar.
She looks back at you, Peter, goes, yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, it's just like, there's a little bit of choice, and he's pretty funny too, so.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
And I kind of look to Damaros as like kind of the final, like, you bonded with this child. How are you feeling about this?
Hey, bye.
Sorry, I just got sat back down, and then you were like, boom, Damaros.
Throwing you back into the
It's
RP.
that timing.
Have fun. Let's go.
Welcome back.
I'm sorry, I am fully head empty right now.
Will you bid this sweet child farewell in her new home, basically?
Yes.
Amazing.
Damaros, look what I drew. And Shira holds up a little picture, and you see this very tall, what you assume to be you, with little horns and a small little girl.
That's the cutest thing.
You see, just no tears actually happen, but he clearly wells up a little, It's a very wonderful drawing, Shira.
Thank you.
Point of order, Magic, just because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Did we receive all of the details of the job that we accepted?
Yeah. You can always ask more
believe you
questions.
did.
Right, we just would have to go to the back room. We have to order a specific drink, right?
Yes, there's a specific drink that we would need to order.
Mm-hmm.
I have it written down.
This is why you're the note taker, and I adore
Oh,
you
I'm
for
not
it.
What
a-
you need
I'm
to
not a-
order, huh?
What you're needing to
Um,
order?
Dark oolong tea.
I look at the me and the three of my friends, and Peter, do you want to order since you actually remembered and I totally didn't?
Sure. I believe I mean I okay, I didn't actually write down what our All I wrote down is stop a heist tonight. So we do need to ask more questions. It turns out because I didn't write anything down. So yeah, Peter, having just been on an adventure, is also going to have the simultaneous thought today and go be like, could I get the dark oolong tea?
And I go up and say, yes, 1 for me and 2 for my friends. All of us will have dark oolong tea.
Okay, 1 second. Let me make that for you. And he kind of walks over. You see him take a very dark kettle pot with some gold trim along the side, and sits down very small glasses and starts to pour it out. And then he looks up and just nods over to the left.
I kind of give a look to Marcella and Damros and kind of am like, and I walk to the door and take the tea because I want some tea.
I'll take the tea.
Take the tea.
It's good tea.
I have a very important question.
Mm.
Does Shira give the drawing to Damaros? Or was she just showing it to him?
Just showing. It wasn't like a give, although it could have been interpreted that way.
Fair. I needed to know if he got a drawing from this small child or not.
And I think as I walk in, did we ever get a name from our contact?
No.
Okay. So I look for our contact.
Yeah, as you kind of head into the back area, it's not very hard to find them. It was that same kind of area with kind of boxes everywhere, kind of standard like storage room, and in some of the, as it was a little bit bigger than you expected. As you walk towards it, you see like there's little areas where there's artifacts that are kind of laid out on towels, and kind of like some have brushes by them as they're cleaning them. Some of them have magnifying glasses to look at some of the finer details. And you see that same dark elf woman sitting in the back, looking through one of the books.
I think I just kind of awkwardly, when you don't want to startle someone, but you need their attention, I'm just like,
Hello! We have
Oh my God.
questions. We did a whole time thing and forgot a lot of things. We need to ask you a few questions.
secondhand embarrassment blush crosses Nadee's face.
The woman kind of like sits back and from underneath tilts back their glasses. Hello. I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Yeah, we just need to ask get a little bit of a refresher. See, we just had like a whole thing where this dude showed up with the portal. It's a mess.
I kind of start waving my hand at Peter like, we don't need to tell
I'm not going to tell her everything. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, we need to collect more information. Unfortunately, my friend and I, we weren't able to accompany them, so we just need to get caught up to speed, if that's okay with you.
And may I ask what we may call you? Rather, I think it would be more polite than you with the face.
Yes, Khalid.
Khalid?
Khalid.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. And yes, my friend Marcella is right. My friend's Damaros, and we're not here the first time. So if you could give us, please, if it's not too much trouble, a brief rundown of what we are preventing tonight.
Yes, let me find that contract real quick. Kind of walks to the back of the room and kind of flips through a small ledger book. So we need your help stopping a heist.
Where?
Oh, you didn't remember anything. Okay,
Truly are at a loss. We've had a very eventful...
Listen, it's been like half an hour since you've seen us. For us, it's been like a lot longer than that.
Absolutely. No, it's fine. It's fine. I kind of caught off guard. I guess. I know you guys are kind of new to this line of work, so.
Extremely.
She walks over and hands you a pen and paper, just kind of like sets it and gently pats it for a minute.
Peter grabs it because he has very nice handwriting. Calligraphy
The
proficiency.
day definitely has a scrawling handwriting, and it looks pretty, but is unintelligible to most people.
Okay, so you are to head to the Lux Run tonight. You need to speak to Security Captain Nadosi Ane.
Nadosi Ane.
We've been hired by Adema Shim Silver, who's the owner of Lux Run, to guard the casino against an armed robbery that's rumored to happen tonight. Our intelligence is usually pretty accurate, so I think that we have the right day.
You see the look on my face is like slowly remembering as Jocelyn slowly remembers everything that happened.
Did I give you your initial pay?
Yes.
Okay, so I gave you the 250 gold pieces. Let me make sure I mark that box this time. And then the Lux Run will pay you another 750 gold pieces. 500 of that will be handed back over to us. So you just have to head over to the Lux Run an hour before sundown, and talk to the captain of the casino security staff, and you'll get briefed further.
Wonderful. Where shall we meet you after the job is done, and when?
You'll always find me here. And if you don't show up, we'll find you.
Not ominous at all. Morcella and Damrost, I know that we sort of accepted the job without you, but Peter and I were thinking, with my experience with the Kobold Library being subpar at best, I don't know, the Vermilion Dream just seems like the right choice.
What happened to it? Did we ever look at the scribey people, or
The All Sight? No, we decided we didn't like Prolix.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Instead of the Legions of All Sight, because Prolix was an asshole.
Right, Prolix was a douche.
Rhetorical
And
bitch.
the Cobalt Soul was questionable on a really good day, so...
Iwu was just not forthcoming, and it's just... Iwu?
It will never not catch me off guard.
Iwu?
God, we're the worst.
Iwu on, like, I wouldn't say it was, like, quite as bad, but it was one of those things where I was like, oh, you're not going to be forthcoming. This, as someone whose past life was literally in this is not worth my time.
Oh, right, you're right. You had to flex on it, and then he was like, oh, fine. Okay. Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay. What about you, Damaris? Are you comfortable with this decision? I look at Peter.
Oh yeah, I've been writing shit down.
Well, that makes one person.
So how much time do we have before the time we need to be there? There's just one thing I want to do.
After the whole time thing, you realize that you are coming out. You probably only have like an hour before you have to be there. You did not get a good time. Not good timing. Sorry.
I think it might be worth it for us to just head straight to there.
I agree. And I make a mental note to go see AO later because I'm still really concerned after the events of the last day. I'm very worried, to be honest.
Do have a concern.
Yeah, we ought to just, I think it would be best if we, get a jump start on like learning what the security of this place is. So
Yeah.
it might be better if we, have that extra time. So
Maybe we can case it for ourselves before we meet our security contact.
that too.
I think if we're all in agreement, I think we're just gonna head to the Lux Run.
Okay. So the Lux Run is close by. It doesn't take long for you to figure out where you have to go. And you notice on the outside it's this very grand casino. It has, multiple entrances. and it has that kind of white marble. Its back is against a little bit of a cliff, and above it continues a little bit more of a district of houses as it kind of sits into this little divot in the world. And you see people coming and going, and you see guards posted at each door. Red carpets kind of drape out in front, and you see a sign that has a nice big golden coin with the words Lux Run above it.
Question. What type, do we know what type of establishment this is? Like, is this a casino?
This is definitely a casino.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that I'm sorry, I keep messing up her name. Is it Pilad or
I'm sorry, what?
our contact? I keep messing up her name.
Khalid?
Khalid was the person you just talked to.
Yeah.
That's sorry, my brain just for some reason
And then the person that we're going in to meet is Nedosiane.
Yeah, Khalid said that it was a casino from what I remember.
Okay.
And so I'd like to just get an overall sense of kind of like, if I can maybe roll like a perception so I can specifically get an overall like look of the building and see if I do well enough, maybe if I can see any weak spots or where people might try to get in.
Yeah. Roll me. All of you can roll me. You'll get different answers. Insight, perception, or investigation.
I'll do investigation. That's a whopping 10 on investigation.
Day with the 10 on investigation, you could tell that the outside has very little windows, as if they try to minimize how many people can see inside.
Interesting.
I got an 11 on insight.
21 on insight.
Peter?
7 on perception.
Oh dear, we're doing great.
Peter, what did you investigation?
Perception.
Perception. You notice that there are 3 doors. Marcella, what'd you get on yours?
Well, I was gonna ask, can I use my passive insight instead?
Sure.
Cool, that's a 16.
Okay, 16. Marcella and Damaros, you notice that the guards themselves seem very attentive, and they don't seem like they would really kind of let anyone in on purpose. Like, they don't seem too persuadable.
I think I'm just busy looking at these windows and how it seems hard to look in. And I relate to the group. This clearly is not an easy establishment to enter. Clearly, these people have something up their sleeve. If they attempt to what did you guys find out?
There are 3 doors.
Okay.
Sorry. 3 doors.
I kind of just go, good for you, buddy. And then I look at Marcella and Damaros.
The guards don't seem to be too amenable.
You see...
No, they certainly don't let you in here without they don't let anyone in here.
You all
Just
notice one particular guard wearing very royal-looking vests. You see this kind of... It's almost like it's like a white vest with some red underneath, and the sleeves are rolled up. They're wearing chinos that are also kind of rolled up, and slick shoes as they kind of walk around the perimeter, kind of greeting some people. But whenever they disengage with a person, their face shrinks immediately to just like observant.
I have a feeling this might be the person we are supposed to be meeting. They look like they are part of the guard, but a bit higher up, and we are looking for the security captain.
Remind me of his name one more time.
The name is Nedosiane.
Do you think we should approach? Do you think this is the right time?
If you pronounce it very fast, it's just Nede.
I was gonna say, did you just give him
Good
my
to see you,
name?
Nay.
No, that's the literal name in here too.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I don't see how there could be a wrong time if we are trying to get to know the security, so we may as well go forward. And I'll walk over to this very observant person
I'll follow.
and
Yeah.
kind of give them a little hello. We are here from some associates to help with some security stuff.
Extra security detail,
Yes,
if you would.
spare security.
You're okay.
What's the issue?
I mean, when you expect guards, you kind of expect like guards, but it's fine. Are you part of the Vermilion? Are you part of the Vermilion?
Yes.
Pretty much.
My proficiency in intimidation gets us nothing.
Pretty much.
I have expertise in intimidation, and people are like, "Oh my god, you're so cute."
I know, seriously.
Damn
I'm
it!
just like, can I do a persuasion check to persuade this guy that he's being a jerk face?
Seriously. Can I look at him like?
I mean, his casino's gonna maybe get robbed. I imagine
That's
he's a little
fair.
stressed out.
I kind of look at him and I just say, we understand that we may not be your typical guard fare, but we have proven to the Vermilion Dream that we are reliable. They would not have given us this job otherwise.
My friend makes a very good point.
Also, he's very tall and can smite things, and I point at Timrose.
If that's the
Damaros
case,
gives the guard a flirty wink.
all right, Damaros. All
I
right.
knew that Echo wanted to flirt.
Roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Get that
Yeah.
charisma stat. Get that charisma stat. Let's
I
go,
have a
Paladin.
+7 to persuasion, fun fact.
Oh, damn, your persuasion's better than mine.
19 + 7 is 26.
26.
Amazing.
We see Nidosi kind of follow me then.
I get look at Damrose and I just go, I give the look of, damn. And then go
I'm like standing just at Nadee's shoulder, and I like give Damaros like the thumbs up.
I just be this little, imagine this little gremlin here just be like, hi, good job. Marcella on the other
we went from
side.
Dadmaros to Damaros.
Damrose.
Yeah.
That's all I thought. I'm just behind you, like, good job.
I feel like I had this image of Nadee with Marcella on one side and Peter on the other, just both doing thumbs up.
Yep.
If you will follow me this way. And he
I
leads
let
you.
Damrose go first. I kind of give him a little like.
This half-orc leads you forward into the casino, and as you enter, you see these beautiful, grand opening where there's a bunch of different tables. You see poker, you see a whole bunch of other ones that I don't have the names off the top of my head. You see some lizard racing in the back. And as this...
Lizard racing, you say?
There is. As you see it kind of open...
We look at Marcella like later. We'll do this later.
Don't worry, guys. I brought my jersey.
Good. I was wondering about that. I really wanted to make sure you brought the jersey.
Don't worry. We got a ringer.
You see as the first floor, on either side there's stairs that go up next to both bars that are in the corner. And as the stairs kind of go up and into the second floor is much smaller. And you see some places where some VIPs would kind of hang out. There's a little bit of glass boxes here and there. And then you see a few more tables with the chips on them being a lot more. Behind them, you do notice a large vault. All right. So... Intelligence report says there should be, I think, about 3 thieves working together to pull off this operation. We think that they're gonna hit us sometime after sundown. We're assuming, I mean, if you were to heist us, that they would probably go after the vaults, which you see here.
Do
Go ahead.
you have anything that would be valuable besides what is in the vault, like artwork, or is there like an office where like documents are being kept?
We don't keep most of that here. We have a satellite office down the street that we keep that by, so...
There's a Luxron satellite office.
That's where we do all of, like we have all our people kind of talking.
Do we need to be
meetings in our safe
concerned about?
spaces.
Do we need to be concerned about potentially that space being robbed?
I don't think so. We got wind of some of their plans, and we're pretty sure they're gonna target the coin vaults, where all of our earnings are stored each day.
So a question for you, Nadosi.
Yes.
I noticed, we all noticed a few different things. We first noticed that your guards don't seem particularly swayable.
Well, we pay them well.
Which is good. Which means they have a good head, clearly. The other thing I noticed is, this does not look like an easy place to break into. So my question is, if you were to be a brilliant heister, like these three apparently might be, where would you try to enter? I'd like to establish, a location for us to be.
Yeah, great questions. So, a little bit about the coin vault. It's sealed with a magic lock. There are narrow chutes about 6 inches in diameter that extend from the inside of the vault to the dispensers on the lower floor. And you can see kind of below the vault on the back, there's a booth where people kind of exchange their tips, kind of far nested into this casino. Only casino employees can access the dispensers, but which they have to do before doling out winnings to the patrons. We feel like we have good security.
Mm-hmm.
So...
My question is, and I apologize if this seems like a tough question, but, looking at people, do you think there's anyone disgruntled here who would want to do an inside job?
Oh, sorry, you mean employees.
What did you think I meant?
I thought you meant patrons, and I mean, most people come in to spend money and lose money. It's how we stay open, so I mean, they are obviously disgruntled by...
Well, okay, besides the obvious, I'd like my money back, yeah.
No, I haven't caught any wind of that, so...
Right, because I'm just thinking if someone has... Who has access to the magic lock? Who can open it?
Just me. And the owner.
Just you. You and the owner. Okay.
You, blue one.
Yes. So... how...
He is in fact blue.
Yes, I am blue. How big did you say these chutes were again?
They're about 6 inches in diameter. So I mean, most people can't fit in that. So.
Well, you never know. And I look over at Marcella, aware
you
of
see
what
Nadosi also kind of like
of.
eyeing Marcella just a little.
And
I kind of just give Marcella like a little back pat.
My brain was totally empty because my cat meowed. What just happened? Marcella's like, what?
Nothing. Don't worry about this.
Okay.
My next question, my other question then would be, how thick are the walls of the vault, and are those protected?
Yeah. So
Like, would it be possible for someone to drill into the vault from somewhere besides the magical door, should they possess either the magic or, like, is there a place where I can walk up to the side of the door and throw on the magic hole?
I would doubt that. It's gleaming steel. So pretty hard. It would take a while. They're about 20 inches thick. So
20 inches. 20 inches of steel. I'm not super familiar with the magical item that is known as the magic hole, but I know that is like a thing that you can use to like get through things.
I don't think it allows you to get through.
It might. Okay, that might not be something that we have to worry about then. I'm very good at overthinking.
Where would you like us to go?
Yes.
Where do you want to station us?
So, I was thinking two of you on the outside of the vault, while the other two could patrol the floors. I'll also be out on the floor. And then, and Nidosi holds out their hand, and you see 4 earrings of message.
Ooh. Magic Daddy, what do the earrings look like?
They are silver. So the hook that goes in like around the ear is silver, and then the second it gets close to like where it would kind of go in, it kind of turns into like a circular coin, and it has the Lux Run logo on it. And it kind of like hangs close to your ear, but it's a silver coin.
That is delightful. I happily put it on. Fashion.
Fashion daddy.
Well, I look at
Dad already has earrings, so he's just kind of fiddling with it a little bit.
More
but he makes it
earrings.
work.
Peter looks at it and is like, look nicer if it was gold and not silver.
I look at Peter. I look at you and I say, "Well, I think it looks really nice on you."
So
Of course you think it looks nice. He's blue.
What are you talking about, Marcella?
Nothing. And the whole earring just like slides over her whole ear.
I message Marcella and I say, I have had crushes on people in the past who were not blue. What is with you and this blue thing?
What is with you and the blue thing?
So just for context.
Message.
Yeah, so literally you just see the two of us, me doing this. I was gonna do something, and I just can't remember now because y'all keep making fun of me and my crushes.
Good job.
It shouldn't be so blue and obvious.
This polyamorous panini dark elf is bright red right now. I look at the rest of my group. And I say, I admittedly am not the most observant person in the world, so it might be better to put me on guard duty, just because if I'm gonna walk around the floor, I'm good at talking to people, but I'm not necessarily good at picking up the little details.
I know you want to determine that, but also I just want to be clear that I don't want you to use force if necessary, and if you do, only non-lethal. We don't want to kill them. We want to bring them in.
Yes.
And if possible, and he also hands out 3 rings of tracking. If
what does this do?
you're able
to put on the
tag each one of the thieves, and we have other methods of dealing with them. That way, no one... There's kind of 2 goals here. Catch them and don't let them get away with things, but also... if you could tag them, we could find them later. And
The main priority is to put a tag on them, just in case we don't catch them.
yes,
Okay. Well, I suppose. I mean, my point still stands. I don't think I'm particularly observant. I might be better off standing by the vault.
Yes, I was going to say I am not very good with people. It might be better for me to stand by the vault as well.
See, I'm not bad with people. I can
you're
talk to
good with
people and persuade people. It's just that a lot of things go over my head. You know, they'll say that something shiny is over there, and I'll just have no idea what you're talking about. Marcella will be like, look at the details on this, and I'll be like, huh? What? We call it clueless.
I mean,
what do you think, Damaris and Marcella? Do you two want to take the floor while Peter and I take the vault?
I mean, I'm willing to take the floor if like somebody thinks that they would be better off by the vault.
I'm the same way. I'm just I know where my strengths and weaknesses are, but I also am open to the input of the group.
Well, I'm gonna let you decide that. We have about an hour till sundown, so if you need to kind of case around and look,
Yeah.
feel free. I'll be around if you need anything. And you see them kind of you see them anticipating someone walking up to them, and ask for them as they walk away, and they kind of step away to go deal with something.
I think actually at this point I have an idea, which is, but I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask a quick logistics question about the chutes. So the chutes go from the booths to the vault?
Correct.
Or, okay. There's no... Okay, it's all on one floor.
So the vault sits above the booths.
Oh, so the vault
chutes
is
come
like
down.
in the air. The vault
chutes-
is like
yeah,
towards the ceiling.
Yeah, it's on the second floor. So there's a first floor, and
okay.
underneath the second floor in the back, if you go up the stairs, there's a second
Is it like
floor.
a pneumatic tube situation?
Kind of like tiered, but kind of
Okay.
off tiered. And,
Okay.
And like up here is the vault, and then down here is the booth, and so there's a chute that kind of links just straight up.
Okay. All right. That makes
The
sense.
pneumatic tube situation.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna focus very hard, and I am going to cast Disguise Self on myself, using Mask of Many Faces, and I am going to transform myself into, like, I look around and Magic, are there people who look like waitstaff around here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna transform so that I look like one of the wait staff. So when I'm casing the joint, I don't look suspicious.
Yeah, as you kind of transform, you gain a white vest with a red shirt, and you turn into. You notice that there's definitely a mix of people kind of tossing and turning. It's a very diverse area.
I think I want to turn into a tiefling, if you will allow me.
Absolutely, go for it.
I'm gonna turn into a purple tiefling.
Amazing.
I want to know what it's like to have horns. Cause, and I kind of do like a little like, oh.
Blue and red make purple.
The day's already purple too. So
Yeah.
it's the color scheme.
And I look at the group and I go, I'm gonna walk around, see if I can hear anything, and then I'll come back here.
I mean, you don't have to walk around if you don't want to. I was trying to find the wild shape that I could do.
Oh,
That
no,
was what-
absolutely.
that's why I
I
wasn't saying
want to
anything.
walk around for this hour before they might show up,
Okay.
and then I'll hang out by the vault. Because
Okay,
if we can
that was my
hear
bad.
anything, yeah. No, you're fine.
Yeah, because there was a thing that I could do that I'm drawing a blank on, so I'll come back.
Okay, Demaris?
So, my thought in more of a meta way is maybe the people standing by the thing should be the stronger ones. Because yes, they don't want us to attack, but if they're getting their way to the vault, they're gonna be more likely to attack, it seems like, versus the ones that are just there.
That makes sense.
Emerald is also gonna use this time to recast Find Familiar and cast it as a spider.
Ooh.
Because
Nice.
a spider's much more hideable, for lack of a better word that I can't think of, than a cat or a bird flying around.
Yeah,
And he
cat
can
is.
So even if he's by the vault, if we ultimately decide on that, he still has knowledge of what's going on out there with a spider.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna start unless anyone wants to go with me. I think I'm gonna start looking around and seeing if like I hear anything or like
Yeah.
if
No, finish.
oh, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. I want to see which booth is close, like which game or whatever booth thing is closest to the vault. And I want to like go like kind of look like I'm kind of like almost like I'm interested in the game, but like I'm not quite playing, but like I'm just keeping an eye and an ear out, seeing if I hear like anything as well, but like sticking to a particular area.
Okay. So, recap, Marcella, what are you doing?
I figured it out. It wasn't working in my brain. I'm gonna go ahead and just wild shape into a monkey.
Okay.
Yeet myself
Excellent.
into the rafters.
Oh hell yeah!
Amazing, absolutely
Okay.
amazing.
Oh, I can't fly yet, unless we're level 8 and I missed it.
Nope,
No.
not yet.
Till level
You have
7,
too many
no
guests.
flying.
I was hoping Magic would be like, "Oh yeah, you guys did level up," and I would have been like, "Yeah."
Monkey for you. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wild shape into a white monkey, who's got that's still that gradient paws, the black and the white. He's got a few oddly placed spines that, like, they don't protrude in a row like the horse does. They're just kind of, I don't know, gnarly.
Okay.
And then, well, welcome to try to be in the gross one.
Thought about the
And
bottom,
then
loving it.
he's got like the long tail,
Yeah.
but towards the end of the tail, as you get to it, tufts of fur are missing and muscles exposed, and as you get to the end of it, it's just bone.
You see that in a day, despite, you know, I'm used to your gross wild shapes because we travel for so long, and you know that whenever you get into a shape like this, that I have to resist the urge to scritch you.
Well, I mean, yeah, pretty much. So I'm just gonna climb my way up to the rafters, and I'll probably do the same thing, just kind of case between, I don't know, see if I can see anything. Fortunately, I retain all of that shenaniganry.
Wonderful.
Okay, so Marcella, you shaped it, and what are you doing in the rafters?
I'm just looking, trying to get a feel for the place. I mean, I still retain all of like my own brain.
Okay.
I'm not stronger than I was. My constitution is crap.
And Damaros, what are you doing?
He's taking this time to recast Find Familiar and get himself a spider.
Okay. So pretty much you guys are kind of all going out and checking out the crowd from what I'm gathering.
We're just seeing if, like, you know, when you want to see if people have, it's highly likely they're already here, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you're planning a heist, you're probably already here. So I'm trying to figure out if I can get a jump on them or not.
Okay,
basically.
yeah, absolutely. I think, Peter, you were kind of looking at kind of like right in front of the vaults, where some of those high stakes tables are being played. And as you are kind of like walking around, the casino is crowded. People are just filing in after work and finishing the day to try their hand at one of the casino games. All of you notice that on the top floor and the bottom floor, there are 4 guards patrolling, in addition to the Nadosi. Then you also notice that the finely upholstered spiral staircases in the back is connecting the 2 floors. Each staircase has this magical functionality and acts like an escalator. One has stairs that carries patrons upwards, the other one that carries them downwards. Peter, as you kind of get closer to the high roll tables, you hear a lot of conversation. You hear a lot of conversation of people kind of excitement, some people frustrated that they're losing money. Can I get all of you to make me an insight check?
There's a different die.
19 on the die for a total of 22.
19 on the die for a total of 24.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Oh, sorry, bro.
This poor boy. This poor sweet boy.
Do you know how many 20s I rolled yesterday?
Oh my god.
And then today I'm out here.
I ran that game. There were so many nat 20s.
The spider's name is Tara.
Oh.
So Peter, as you're kind of like walking around, you notice a large old man kind of sitting there, peppered with a little bit of a flour still from his day job, trying to kind of toss away some coin, looking a little dismayed. You see the next table over, this table full of regals and regents, very fancy tailored clothes, tight fit. I was struggling there. My brain went fight tit.
Fright Tits? No, that's the name of my band.
Tight fit. And just kind of like chilling out. And you're kind of going in between all these tables. You see some of the games that you played earlier with the dice rolling, some different card games as well. As you kind of just mosey along the top floor. In the day, and Marcella, as you guys are kind of more looking at the ground floor, you see all of the similar games that are on the top floor, but kind of duplicated in smaller denominations of chips, as people are kind of playing less money down here. As you kind of look around, you see all walks of life. You see some people with their hoods kind of tucked over, hiding their face a little, guards kind of walking by and pulling some of them down. You see even some of the town's regality or nobility kind of shifting through this same floor, maybe not wanting to spend as much money, but for this one moment, all walks of life in this city on Ank'Harel have kind of converged into one area. You see there a bunch of people kind of just drinking and walking around. You notice that there's a tall man excitedly playing one of the card games and kind of flippantly kind of betting money backward and forth. And over at another table, you notice another woman a little bit disinterested in the dice game that they're standing at. Most of the guards are kind of just walking through. Some of them are engaging with some of the patrons, and some of them are not at this moment.
Okay.
Damaros, you have a spider.
I do have a spider.
You have a spider. You sure have a spider.
You sure do.
With a 24
Look,
insight, you realize that you have a spider.
Find Familiar is one of my favorite spells, and I will take advantage of it whenever I can.
I think I'd like to go to the excited man playing cards and the disinterested woman at the dice table nearby, and just do like I try to perform like the waiter thing of like, I look like I'm trying to get to somewhere, but I'm gonna walk a little slowly in between and see if I can hear anything. in particular or see anything in particular about these two.
Okay, make me a perception check. Just in general.
I'm not going to use that one. That one has let me down.
Derek.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Total of 23.
As you kind of start walking through, and Marcella, you kind of look down, you can see Nade walking with a little bit more purpose than was before. And as you cross the disinterested dice player, you see them kind of... they're not really talking to many people. They're kind of keeping to themselves. And they kind of look over and just kind of give you a little head nod, and you see them just kind of do the motions of role playing. They're not really doing bad, but they're not doing good either. But you do notice with such a high perception that they are betting the minimum every time.
Interesting. What does this woman look like? So I can know for later.
Yeah, this one is it's you see a human woman dressed in long flowing white dress that kind of has a little bit of a floral pattern, and it has an accent of a little bit of red. And they have a golden circlet on their head.
Lawn flowing dress with floral circlet. I'm finally making notes for the first time. I know. It's shocking. I make a mental note of her. I don't linger because I don't want to be like, if she is one of them, I don't want to seem like suspicious, especially since I'm kind of like on the acting path of a waiter. So I make a mental note of her and I keep moving. You know, just to...
As you keep going to the next patron, the more flippant card player, you see a tall male human dressed in all black, long button shirt with slacks and a red tie, and you hear him kind of going, "Ha! Yeah, I won that one. I forget the rules. What is the rules? Oh, okay. If there are 2 6s, then I shouldn't be saying that. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me." And he goes.
I sure didn't. And I kind of give him that cheesy, like, customer service. You're so funny smile.
He goes down to take another drink, and you see this very golden hued drink with a little flower in it, and he takes a sip.
So, just to reiterate, there was a mark of red on the woman, and there's a red tie on this guy.
Yes.
Duly frickin' noted.
Seriously.
Could just be a coincidence. You know?
Quick question. We never clarified exactly how our little earrings of messaging work.
Correct. So it has 5 charges. You can it has 5 charges that you can spend an action to expend one of its charges, and it will send the message to everyone wearing it.
I use one of my charges on the earring, and I message, keep an eye out for 2 people. There is a human woman in a lawn flowing floral dress. She's got a golden circlet, and she has a red... What was it? I'm sorry. It was a red...
Just accents on the dress.
Like accents on the... Red accents on the dress. Is betting the minimum every time. And then there's a human male. He has a red tie, and he's just very enthusiastic. It could be completely disconnected, but they were the 2 people I got a sense about. And I messaged that to the group.
They do not get a reply with this. It's just a one-time out.
Yeah. I figured as much. And then I'm going to start making my way back to the vault because I feel like I've spent a decent amount of time, and I'll go to the vault and eventually drop my disguise.
Absolutely. Do any rest of you want to do anything?
I mean, I got a 1 on my insight check. I don't know how much I can really do. I mean, I would like.
Is suspicious. That old man is suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, I not necessarily the old man, but the nobles in tight clothing. Can I make like a perception check to see if I can hear like what they're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Let's pick a die that I don't think is gonna screw me. We'll see.
Well,
That's a 3 plus 2 for a 5.
It doesn't take much to listen in to these group of nobles talking about their newest tax plan that they're going to implement. And you get a sense that they probably belong to some of the court system here in Ank'Harel. But the language that they start speaking is a blend of Marquesian, and you lose a little bit of what they're saying.
Well, and Peter's gonna just think to himself, well, I don't think they are having. I don't think it's them. I think Nade's clue was better. And he's just gonna keep looking around and doing his best. But he is near the vault, so I do want to I am like staying in that area.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
You guys see Nadosi head at the vault entrance, kind of looking around.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nadosi.
Since I'm gonna be staying on the floor, can I take my time cruising through? What I would like to look for, less close up, but people, I don't know, people who are really guilty. You know, like who are.
Okay.
Well, no, you know what I mean. Like when you're like,
They
your
got
hands.
those sketchy vibes.
Yeah, you know, somebody who keeps the guard pulls his hood down, he puts it back up. The guard pulls his hood down, he puts it back up. His hands are sweaty. He's just fidgety, can't really sit still.
Looking around all the time.
Person, yeah.
Okay.
Like somebody like that.
Can you make me an insight check?
Shifty is the word.
He's a good word for it, yeah.
All right. I'm also gonna try and use a dice that, like, my mushroom dice are just. You guys are in timeout.
No, not the mushroom dice.
All of my dice are in timeout.
It's a 25.
Oh my god.
DC was 15, so fuck that DC.
Oh, did she find a shifty person?
You
Find
did.
the shiftiest.
As you kind of are looking around, you notice there is this this half elf that is watching someone over the shoulder of one of the guards that is kind of sitting over a table. And you notice them kind of just looking around, watching, but not really interacting with too much. But it does stick out with you just because most patrons are interacting in some way, and they seem to be a little disengaged. So this, you see, it's a half elf, and they have a kind of like a cloth shirt, and they're wearing kind of more billowing pants, and they're kind of wearing like a little bit of like all beige, and then they kind of have like a little bit of like a black tie that goes around the waist to kind of cinch in the cloth shirt to kind of fit his body a little bit more.
Okay. So I just sort of posed myself. I can't use the earring while I'm wild shape because I can't touch it. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't think you can talk in wild shape either.
Yeah.
No, not. I mean, you can message me and I can message you back. But
You just hear.
Well, the message earrings only do the one way, so.
Well, right. I mean, you can cast
Yeah.
message.
Yes, I could do that if you were close enough. I
But-
have no idea where you are right now. I
I'm
just
in the
assume you're
ceiling
somewhere up there.
But I'll kind of just. I don't know. I don't know. Can any of the three of you see me? I have to let Magic make that determination, but can you guys see me?
Everyone make me a perception check, minus you, Marcella.
Perception.
Marcella can see themselves, obviously.
Yeah,
I got
do
a
hope
6.
so.
Where did I go?
I don't see Marcella. I do have a question for you, Magic.
That's a 9.
The whole time escapade, between hanging out at the eclipse and then like just kind of like standing around, walking around here, could that have possibly counted for a short rest? Because I used a lot of key points in the time adventure.
And we weren't really doing anything.
Please.
I'll give it to
Please,
you.
Magic Daddy. Yay!
Thank you. Oh my god.
I got my spell slots back. My one of 2 spell slots.
Because you guys
No, I
would have
used
kind
a
of
lot
like relaxed a little bit at the first eclipse before coming here, so I
Yeah,
definitely think you guys
I-
have a little bit of a short rest. I agree.
I used a lot of key points in the snowball fight.
You sure did. A worthwhile pursuit.
No, because I lost.
Yeah, but you took out Dad.
I did. Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Nadosi and very quickly transform out of the waiter outfit so he's not like, what the F are you doing? So I'm back to being me, and I say, okay, I'm about ready to station here.
All right. Who's staying up here?
I believe I am, I believe either my companion Peter or my companion Damaros will be the other one.
Damaros has this little spider on his hand. With the help of my little friend here, I can be 2 places at once, essentially, so I could still be watching out there and be in here with you.
That's fine. It's up to the group. How do you guys want to do it? You tell me what you're doing.
I joined the conversation by walking up to the vault, and I'm like, so what's the plan? What are we doing?
I was suddenly afraid that I was muted because everyone was silent, like they were waiting for me to
No,
answer.
I just was in another part of the room.
I was waiting for Magic to say something as the guard. We're doing great. We're doing great, you guys. This is live, everybody. I look at Peter and I say, well, I'm staying by the vault, but I don't know if you or Damaris want to stay here. Damaris made the point that he's got his spider who can go out and about while he's over here, but would you feel more comfortable staying here and I can go on the floor? Because I don't know where Marcella went.
I could take the floor? Yeah.
I
That would be
see your
great.
hesitation, pat your head, and walk to the floor. I don't pat your head. I just kind of like do, buddy.
In the
and I just
day,
walk.
as you walk off, you look up in at the rafters and you see Marcella kind of waving you down.
I message you. What?
Thank God! Ah!
I didn't know where you were. You turned into a monkey and then you left.
Tiny capuchin monkey up here, look. Beige shirt, black tie. Doesn't speak to anybody, including
Okay.
the waiters. Who does that
Okay.
at a bar?
I mean, sometimes you want to go to a bar and be left alone. No, I haven't done that multiple times. Don't judge me. The joys of message as a cantrip. And I go, okay, I'm on the floor with you, Marcella. So the team is reunited.
Before Nade actually fully walks off, Damaros will hold out Tara and just tell her just walk close to a wall so that she can get there and keep a lookout.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
So
do
she
my
can
best.
like safely get to a wall without getting stepped on by someone on the
so
floor.
I can take her on my shoulder for a bit if you want. I can take her on my shoulder and then kind of like nonchalantly lean against a wall so Tara can do her thing. Oh, this wall sure is comfortable. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with leaning against the wall.
Yeah, I lean against the wall for a little bit, trying to look casual. This is just
Can't even imagine.
purple. Well, to be fair, I always try to remind you guys that Nade is very high charisma, so she probably looks fairly comfortable.
Yeah, you have the high charisma. You can blend in. You can act natural out on the floor. Peter has a -1 charisma. He will inevitably make a fool of himself.
Yeah, me, dark elf in bright white and gold clothing. This will be fine.
So we got Peter Demaros up by the vault. And we have Marcella in the rafters and Day on the floor. Unless
There's a
Marcella,
spider
you
on
want
the
to
wall.
and a spider on the wall.
Magic, you cannot forget about the spider on the wall. This is crucial.
Before we proceed, does anyone have a passive perception of 15 or higher?
Yes, Marcella, thank you. I do not.
Yeah,
I have
buddy.
a 13.
12.
Fortunately, no.
13.
I have 16.
I have a 12.
12 boys.
The 12
Spider
teachings.
also has a 12.
Sorry, Marcella, what was the number?
16.
16. Okay. So with the 16, as you guys are headed out onto the floor,
Time out before you get too far. You said perception or insight?
perception.
Nope, never mind. Stop talking. I was looking at my numbers upside down. We're good. I'm not gonna be that asshole.
Rip
Not this time.
all of us and our terrible
thirteen.
passive perceptions.
I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. Why
We're
is my
not
perception higher than
observant.
Damaros's? We match pretty evenly.
I was
So
gonna say the book brigade is not very observant. Is all I'm gonna say.
no.
Dad always has his nose in a book. How is he supposed to see the things happening around him?
We're hot and we fight good. What else do we need?
What?
Hot and we fight good. I don't.
Yeah, well,
what
that's
else
all
do
you need.
Want?
That's it.
That's
That's
too good.
literally
That's
the
all
very
you need.
adventurers. That's all it is.
Okay, so no one has a 15 or higher perception score, right?
Nope.
Cool. You guys don't see shit.
Yay!
Yeah.
Um,
Rip all of us.
We're gonna die. TPK.
and then a meteor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn it.
Fuck.
So as you guys are kind of moving about, you see patrons come and go from different tables, and a bunch of the different employees. If you guys would like to look at anything right now in specific, please tell me, and I can let you know, and we could do some investigation.
I would like to keep an eye on those two people I found earlier, and also see if I can locate who Marcella was talking about.
Okay, roll me a perception for that.
Ambrose would be using Tara to look out for the two people that Nade mentioned.
That's a
9.
9.
And Demaros, what was that? Sorry, I blacked out.
Our
Right.
DM
For you.
occasionally, our DM occasionally just blips into another zone of existence.
Honestly, me too.
But same, buddy. But same.
The intent would be for once Tara's out there to locate the people that have the red stuff
Okay.
that Nade mentioned,
Okay.
and then keep an eye on that because Tara and Demaros can communicate telepathically. So if something seems sus,
Okay. Demaros, can your spider make a perception roll?
absolutely can.
Okay.
Perception is what kind of skill is perception?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, fantastic. I have a +0,
Nice.
Oh dear.
but I got an 18.
Okay. So, Nade, as you kind of look around and you're trying to spot that third person that was pointed out to you, you're unable to find two of the guards.
Wait, two of the guards?
Two of the guards.
Oh no.
As you're kind
I
of looking
immediately-
around.
I immediately do a second of my charges to the group and say, we're down 2 guards. I repeat, we are down 2 guards.
Demaros, through your spider eyes, I think they have 8. I don't know.
Yes.
They
do.
I feel like spiders have more than 8.
I have to look it up. Spider facts. Someone please put in spider facts.
Spiders do have 8 eyes, and each of their legs has 8 segments.
Okay.
You are a nerd,
queen
and
of
I
8.
love you.
Spider's a queen of 8.
Charlotte's Web is my favorite book. Wait, let me be.
I love that for you, Evelyn.
Forgive me, what was your roll?
18.
18, okay. Demrose, through your spider's eyes, you're able to see the 2 red accented, I should say, people sitting at a table. And you are able to track down a third guard with that character, that elf that you had saw, half elf, excuse me, behind them, kind of looking over. And you see the fourth guard just kind of walking back and forth near some of the tables.
So 2 of the guards are gone.
So Nade, your perception, you didn't see 2 of the guards. Damaros saw all 4 of the guards.
Well, I just wasted a charge of message. This is fine.
Damaros will use one of their charges to message and say, no, they're all there.
I pout visibly, but no one can see me.
Damaros knows in his heart that you're pouting.
Do you want to look for anything? And Peter.
Well, knowing that Tara's on the floor and can't see, come on, there we go.
I keep getting distracted by your cat in the background of your video.
Oh yeah, she's a mess. She keeps coming in here, biting my ankle, and then
she's a mess.
Yes,
but same though.
So see, they relate to you. So she's sorry. I'm so distracted because she keeps coming up, biting my ankles, and then wanting to get in my chair. And then the minute I try to let her up here, she goes, no. So I just and then she comes back 5 minutes later. But anyway, I would like. Oh, this is gonna sound really stupid. I should know this answer. What floor am I on again?
You're in the rafters, overlooking mainly the first floor.
Okay. I would like to. I would like to case the second floor.
Okay.
So yeah, I would like to kind of scoot over and just look for another possibly shifty character or somebody who's just not where they're supposed to be.
Okay. So as you kind of make me perception on that.
Oh,
Peter?
Nikes.
Well, that is happening. I would, since I'm up by the vault, I would like to take a. Well, Peter doesn't. Peter wouldn't be able to apply any Arcana knowledge because he doesn't know. He's not a magic boy.
He can talk to Damaros and get Damaros' help.
He can talk to Damaros though and get Damaros' help. What? I'm trying to think of something that would be better than art. No, it would have to be like Arcana, which I have a +0 in. I would like to just, or investigation. Actually, I think investigation might be negative. No, investigation is also 0.
I have a +6 on my Arcana.
Yeah, would it? Well, but you're the issue there is that you're currently looking through your familiar, which I believe means that you are.
I'm not looking through their eyes. I'm just
they're just communicating to you. Okay. Yeah. Then in that case, I want to be like, hey, Damaros, do you want to help me look at this lock, just to get like a sense of like. Just to get like, and I'm going to like whisper, just to get like a sense of like what they are trying to break, essentially.
Absolutely.
As far as like a magic lock. So could I give Damaros the help action and Damaros does the Arcana check?
Absolutely. Marcella, what was your roll?
What did we see? You said investigation.
Yes.
What is
No,
that?
well, perception.
Oh, perception. Oh, that doesn't change. It's a hot 15.
15. Okay. So, Marcella, as you are overlooking, kind of looking at both of the second floor, a little more so than the first floor, you are able to see a lot of patrons going back and forth, chips kind of just exchanging. Nothing looks a little odd. You notice on the second floor, one of the noble men accidentally knocks over a drink, and it kind of spills, and some of them kind of get up hurriedly as they try to kind of pat it and clean it up quickly. And on the first floor, you see one of the tables that was running cards. The employee that was working there stand up from the desk, grab some of the chips, and head back to the booth in that direction. And then Damaros and Peter, what was your roll?
That was a 16 plus 6 for a 22.
Okay, so you are able to take a good gander at the vault door, and you notice that
Is it a silly goose?
yeah.
I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I mean, you notice no one could come up to this vault and not be fucking seen. It's 10 feet in diameter. It rises 20 feet to the apex of the casino's domed ceiling. It has no doors, but you notice that the door has somewhere on it a keyhole, and you get the sense that if the magic trap that you know is on there is triggered, that some type of psychic damage would be taken your way as a result.
Damaros relays this to Peter and also tacks on a little, just be careful you don't accidentally trigger it.
I am going to do my very best to not do that. I promise.
I will not touch the magical door. But it's shiny.
This is one magical door that I will leave alone.
But this is a very shiny
glad-
door. Why can I not touch?
I'm so
like
glad to hear
Peter's
that,
going
Peter.
to be a good boy this time.
I love the fact that all of us have our Peter impressions. It's a great time.
So what are you guys doing at this point?
I'm just walking around waiting until, honestly, I'm waiting until, to be crude, shit hits the fan. Because, like, that's all I can do at this point, is to keep my eyes out as much as I can to try to preempt what I can.
Marcella?
I would like to drop off the ceiling. And I have a concern. Okay, this is either gonna be really well or I'm gonna be super wrong. I would like to drop off of the ceiling, like kind of where the banister is for the second floor, right? I assume to get it.
Okay.
You know, so down, catch myself, back down, and I'll roll for this if you want me to, because I got monkey acrobatics.
Okay.
Are monkey acrobatics like monk acrobatics?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I get to. I want to be flippy and cool, and I just don't know if this is gonna work.
Let me where you're landing.
So I want to drop onto the banister, but I want to use my tail to catch, to hook myself, so I can crawl down to the along the edge. You know, you know where the floor is, so I can crawl along that edge upside down.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, you're the best. Now I understand Peter's problem. I was like, please don't pay. Okay. Ooh, that's a 19 plus 4 is 23.
Yeah, so as you know, Marcel, as you kind of jump off the rafter, you expertly kind of grab onto some of the lights and some of the streamers that are kind of hanging in decoration and kind of swing back and forth them like vines as you land on the banister, and your tail perfectly hooks into a little cranny as you kind of dingle below the second balcony.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to keep an eye on the girl that, I'm sorry, you said it was a woman, right?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to keep an eye on the woman that, as soon as the drink spilled, she picked up some chips from the table and walked away. Cause...
Yeah, so you see this tiefling, now that you're kind of looking a little bit more, kind of heading towards the booths in the back where the chips are. And they kind of keep heading back there. And as they're kind of walking back, and you're keeping an eye on them, you see Nede. You catch that the woman that had the red accent on their dress stands up from their table and walks over to the guard where the beige-clothed man is. And the beige man is chatting with the guard, and when the red accented woman comes near them, they start getting a little bit louder, and you see hands starting to go up, and the woman takes one of the chips and just throws it at the wall. What are you all doing at this moment?
I am going to prepare myself at an angle from her because she just threw a chip, and I'm prepared to like jump at her or the other guy or do something if it turns into more than that.
Okay. Marcella?
I'm gonna throw myself in the middle of him.
Oh my god, are you...
Hey, he said not to be physical, but if a wild animal gets loose inside the casino and runs away, there's nothing we can do about that.
Okay.
Sure. Nede gets in position only to see what she knows is Marcella fall down, and it takes every performance bone in Nede's body not to go, god damn it.
Marcella, roll me a performance check on this.
Okay, and I would like everybody to know while I'm getting this rolled. So my mom helped me come up with the Capuchin Monkey and then followed up with Cranny Dangle is my stripper name, and so I'll be forever known as that now.
I love it.
Amazing.
We're gonna start with Peter.
Yes, I have a very important question. Who has the tracking rings?
I think we each have one, right?
There are three.
No,
There were only
there
three.
were only 3 of them.
We never established that.
Could we establish that now?
I will take one.
I think it would have made sense for Nede to have them because Nede was human and on the floor.
Okay, so Nede has all 3.
Well, I'm definitely not human, but I appreciate that.
You know what I meant.
Tiefling waiter.
Humanoid.
Yeah, humanoid on the floor. Yeah, I will
yeah.
take all 3 rings.
Okay.
Sure. Cool.
Terra's passive is 12. Is that enough to see this monkey bullshittery?
Passive perception is 12.
Yeah.
It is not. It is
Did I
not.
not see a monkey?
A monkey drops from the ceiling and causes
Not just
a
any
scene.
monkey, but a monkey with mange.
It
I'm
is.
not gonna argue this, but it seems a little ridiculous.
I mean, just to clarify, I mean, like, it is happening towards one of the entrances, kind of in the back, or so
Yeah,
I
that's
should say,
true.
towards the front entrance, and so it is a little bit out of sight right now. It seems like it's in an awkward area. So, as the monkey
That's a valid reasoning.
flies
Monkey
down,
bomb!
Nede, you see Nadosi start running towards the group, and to kind of intervene as this has kind of erupted, and a few of the heads that are nearby are starting to turn. Some of the barmen and barmaids are turning, and the Marcella, I made you make a check. What was that?
17.
17. Okay, that's pretty good. So as you kind of fly down, you're in a way kind of like scrambling up and down the guard. And you're kind of quickly jumping to and from the chest of the other to kind of like mess with them just a little.
Yes!
And
I am identified as a problem.
And as Nadosi kind of comes up and goes, "What's going on here? There's a monkey? Oh, fuck." And that's where we're going to take a break.
Excellent.
Thank you for the break.
So we'll take a break. We'll be back. We're going to go a little bit longer, about 15 minutes to 5 after. So 9:05 Eastern time or 5 after the hour, wherever you are. We have a lot to get through, and we're excited you're here, and we'll see how the rest of the Anti-Heist goes.
Stick
See you
around.
guys soon. Hello and welcome back to Magic Academy. We're in our second half of the show, and we're excited to be here for the episode 13, the Anti-Heist. Where we last left off, our adventurers were roaming around and dealing with some of the patrons that have gotten a little bit wild, as Morcella decided to throw a monkey wrench in the plan and dive straight into the guard that was getting into a little bit of a kerfuffle, and
The kerfluffle, because there's a monkey.
That's where we left off. So, as you guys had walked up, as Nade, you are watching this kind of happen. You see Nadosi walking up, going, "What's this monkey here?"
I message the group with, so I've got, this is my third charge of message, and I say, keep your eyes on the vault.
Nade, how far are you from this group right now?
How far is the commotion? From this group? I'm going to say that I'm probably about 30 feet.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get right up in it, but like everything I do is distance. So I'm just preparing, like, honestly, some non-lethal eldritch blasts if things go haywire.
Yeah, so Nadosi kind of goes in and starts like pulling back a few and goes to reach for you, Marcella, and kind of pull you off the guard. I need to know if you're going to let them.
Oh. Can I put up a fake fight?
Sure.
He knows that it's me. He watched me. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he knows it's me. He watched me run away. Let's see here. Oh, where's Levine's?
Nade, I need you to make me a perception check.
Oh, these can either go very well or very poorly.
I proceed with Tara now that Nade said something to us.
Sure.
I got a 22.
Okay.
19.
I had a 21.
Okay. So, Marcella, as you kind of like are getting pulled and yanked, and you're just gonna like, you know, making fake, like squealing a little bit, as Nadosi kind of pulls you off a little bit. Nade, you notice that the key that they once had on Nadosi's key that they once had on their belt is no longer there.
I use another charge of message and say, they've got the key, it's off Nadosi's belt, get ready. And with that note, I am gonna message both of the two people, the woman and the man, and say, I don't want to make a scene about this, but I know one of you has it. So you can give it back to me now or we can have a problem.
As you message them, and Nadosi and the guard are finishing their monkey battle, their monkey party, you see them kind of both split off and start to dissipate in the crowd, and you hear it back, both of them like almost simultaneously, like, who the fuck? Where the fuck are you, Peter?
As soon as we get that message from Nade, I would like to prepare an action for if somebody, like, I guess tries to, like, get past Damaros and I, because Peter's definitely standing, like, right in front of the vault, like, fully, like, fists ready to go. He's not going to use his hammer because he has more control with his fists, and so he's less likely to kill someone.
Okay.
Damaros is also preparing with their rapier.
Okay.
They've like flourished it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Peter's like just in a stance.
I also message the guard and I just say I know to see if he reacts.
Okay. You see the guard lock eyes with you for a second. And
I'd like to make an insight check.
Okay,
if
roll insight.
possible. Because I wonder. Ugh, no, that's not gonna do it. That's a 9.
A 9. You get off of the guard. A look of slight confusion. As like he kind of looks down at the monkey, and you see him almost looking for like maybe like monkey scrap. See if they had kind of pooped on them.
I message Morcella and I say check the guard, see if he has the key.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, but I don't know how to do that.
That's what I'm here
You
for.
little monkey, scramble around him.
Daddy
I
magic.
mean, okay, backtrack. I know what the first thing I was gonna say was, but I don't know if that's socially appropriate.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going in his pants.
Yeah!
So as you start diving into his pants, you see Nadosi kind of walk off. Morcella, make me an investigation with advantage because you now have this guy very rattled.
And depending on how this
By the
goes, I'll
balls,
chase
so to
one or
speak.
the others.
Okay.
Please do well.
Okay. Did you say it was an investigation?
Yes.
21.
Yes!
I rolled an 18 and then
You
a 5.
find a lot of big things, but not the key.
What kind of big things?
Daddy!
It was a belt. Oh my god.
I have so many things that like I Evelyn have like 8 million like heisty things that I want to be like we should be doing this and this and this, but I can't say them because Peter doesn't have message and he can't communicate to any. He doesn't
Peter,
have.
you have message.
Peter has the
He has
earring.
the thing. He has the. I'm hesitant to use the earring just because, like, I don't want to like use up all the charges quick. Like, I don't want to like quickly use up all the charges.
Gotcha.
Like that way, like in case of that way, like it's there in case of like emergencies, and also. I think we've kind of established that Peter and Damaros are in a spot where we aren't seeing what's going on
Okay.
either. So like literally it's just Evelyn in my head being like, oh, we've given up.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
know that somebody's looking
will
for them.
say-
We are, well, like, we should be, yeah, I have like a million things.
Peter has a
Buzzing.
Damaros, and a Damaros has regular message.
But we can't see what's going on, so we don't know that this monkey thing's happening.
Right. I understand what you're
Damaros
saying
is
now.
a little bit of aware what's happening. The Damaros sees some of the monkey business.
I do see some of the monkey business, and Damaros
Midday,
is
2 ends
absolutely
up.
sharing that shit with Peter.
I want to message Morcella, follow the guy in beige, and I'm gonna take off after the woman in the dress.
Okay, I need Nade and Marcella to both make me perception as you guys were both busy.
$14 perception.
15.
Okay, and now I need you both to make me an investigation check.
23.
It's another 15.
Okay. Nade, you're able to spot the white-dressed, red-accented human who had kind of gone off to the other entrance, kind of like just like readjusting their clothing and pulling out some more chips to go to another table. Morcella, as you look over and try to find the beige person, you don't see them right away. At least you don't see someone wearing beige. Peter and Damaros.
Crud.
Would love to make. I would love to make some kind of
So-
check because I feel like I've been static too long.
Peter, Damaros, as you guys are kind of standing there, Nadosi walks up to you guys and goes, "Did they come up here?"
We
Not
haven't
yet.
seen anything yet. Can
There
I
was
do?
one in beige, and there was another one in white and red.
Okay.
That's what we've
Um,
heard as well.
Yes, we have heard this. I believe our friends
But they
are
didn't get
keeping
inside.
Okay. No one has made it up here.
Our friends have informed us that the key is missing. So we are.
Yeah,
I have it right here.
Do you?
I do.
Check.
Check what?
Check to see if you have the key, dum-dum.
Oh, sorry. I was holding it up. Yeah, they have it right in front of
Sorry,
you.
that was really rude.
Wait. What? What?
They hold the key up.
Wait, do you have the key?
Yes, they have the key. We need to open the safe and see if they got inside. And they start to lean down to go to the lock that
I'm
is
gonna
underneath
stop
the
him.
little swing.
I'm gonna immediately stop him. I'm gonna put my arm out, and I'm gonna
Dad
say,
is gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah. Good call.
Are they gonna see it?
What do you mean?
Are you gonna let them know that you're casting it? This goes back to our stealth thing. Are you gonna stealthily cast it?
Yeah.
Okay. First, make me a stealth roll.
Stealth is +1. Okay.
Naday, what are you doing in this moment?
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I am gonna approach the woman, and seeing that she just seems to be preparing to go to another table, I just walk up to her and I go, "Miss, are you all right?"
Yes, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. They gave me the wrong.
Do you know
I
that
swear.
man?
Who? The guard?
The one who you threw. There was the man who was talking to you. You threw a chip.
Yeah, I threw a chip because they gave me the wrong payout when I was done with the table.
Oh, so do you normally solve your problems with throwing things?
He was rude. How else would you resolve it? He was being rude. He said that me and my pretty white dress self could go deal with it somewhere else. And he's supposed to help me, I think. So who else am I supposed to speak to? I just got robbed $50. 50 gold.
What? Nosebleed. I kind of just look sympathetically and I say, so what are you gonna do? You're just gonna let this slide?
Well, I have a few choices, but maybe I'll try to outwin the table, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really thought that far.
Okay. I'm gonna go, and I just kind of awkwardly walk away. Because I'm like, maybe it was a red herring. Walks away. And I'm gonna head up back towards the direction of the vault.
Demaros, what do I need to roll for that one?
Question first.
Uh-huh.
Was, I've forgotten his name, but this person who's being suspicious right now.
Nadosi?
Nadosi.
Nadosi. Was he wearing anything,
Yeah, can we, the both of us, especially since, I'm physically trying to block him from the vault, can we,
like
the
if he
two
was
of us
wearing a
do...
hat or something, because, disguise self
Spot the
spells can be
difference.
physically, figured out that it's the wrong person with things
Yeah.
like hats and stuff.
Or, if the height is wrong.
Make me an investigation check, both of you. I think it's investigation. Hold on. Yes, investigation.
I believe it's amazing.
Yeah, mask many faces an investigation check.
Yeah, just, investigate.
I
It was a
delighted.
nat 20 plus 3.
Yes, that's
Thank God, because I got an 11. So
For the
thank
first
God
time, I
Damaros
think
is
this
on it.
entire campaign, I rolled a nat 20 on your zone of truth, so that does not work.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm now investigating him.
Coming back at you, but with your nat 20, you see Nadosi standing in front of you in the typical the white vest with the red undershirt, looking a little standoffish from the rest of the guard, and you notice a small little beret hat kind of on top.
Yeah, Damaros is gonna take his hand and try and brush through the beret to see if it gives off a physical thing.
As you get close, the Nadosi goes, "What are you doing?"
You cannot go near the vault. We have been told that the key has been stolen. The key has now magically appeared in
The
your
key hasn't
pocket.
been stolen. I have the key. I need to see if someone's in
How
there.
Then give me the key, and I will see if someone is in there.
Fine. And they hand you the key.
And I'm gonna use the message. Well, would he be able to? Does he receive them? Is Nadosi meant to receive the message as well, or is it just the four of us? Because if this
Nadosi
person
also,
is not Nadosi,
Nadosi also has the ear in. Yes, correct.
does this person have the ear piece in?
It seems so, yeah.
Okay.
But it could
But
be.
it could be part of the illusion. Okay, I am going to use the message, and I'm gonna just say, Damaros, get ready to grab him. Everyone hears this.
I hear this and I'm like, oh, whoop, and I just start running.
And then I will, I guess I will open. I'll try to put the key in, and I'll see if I get hurt.
Is there a reaction from this Nadosi that may or may not be Nadosi at Peter's message?
You don't see
yes.
any
Is there-
visible reaction. They just kind of stand there, kind of just gesturing at the door, like, go ahead. Nade, Marcella, make me a perception check. Marcella, what are you doing in this moment?
Blasting a hole through the calf of this guy's pants and taking off towards Peter.
Yeah, I'm heading towards the vault, and I just rolled a 17 perception.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
16. Okay. Peter, as you turn the lock on it, you hear a gentle hum come to a stop as the magic that had been holding the door kind of simmers there for a second. And Nade and Marcella, as you pierce through the crowd and through the pants,
As you pierce through the pants.
you see headed towards the staircase the look of a very confused Nadosi kind of walking in that direction.
Knew it.
And upstairs, the vault door starts to swing open.
I didn't say I opened it. I said I put the key in. I put the key in and I turn it. I don't open it yet. I'm waiting, and I'm watching this guy. I'm trying to see if as I do this, if he's making any kind of moves. And I did tell Damaros if he makes a move to grab him via the message thing. So
Okay.
the other two are running up. Yeah. So I haven't quite opened it yet because I'm watching, I'm waiting, I'm looking around. I'm keeping an eye out. I'm scanning the perimeter, but also watching this dude at the same time, multitasking.
This has become so much.
So
The
as
seriousness of Peter is truly iconic.
as
Yeah.
the door kind of clicks, Nadosi goes, "Okay, that disabled the magic barrier. So it's safe to open now."
Can I do an insight check on this guy? I want to give him an ocular pat down.
Yeah, do an insight check.
I think while Peter's doing this, I look at Nadosi and I go, I just got a message from Peter saying something about Damaros grab him towards the vault. I think someone's up there.
That Nadosi looks at you and goes, "Oh, let's go, hurry!" And starts to run towards the stairs leading up.
It was almost a 21, but it turned out to be an 11.
Damaros, with the high last roll, is able to see a slight flicker in their appearance. And Peter, you notice that as well.
At the flicker, Damaros is going to try and grapple him.
Yeah, I turned the key back in the locking position.
As you go to turn the key, something on the inside pushes it open.
Why did you? No!
Yeah, that was my fear.
What is a grapple roll?
It's going to be a contested strength check, so make me a strength check. Peter, make me a dexterity.
Dirty 20.
All right. I'm gonna
Okay.
try this die. See if it does anything for me. Oh, finally a decent roll. That would be and it's dexterity. That's actually a good roll. 17 plus 6.
So, Damaris,
For 23.
you're able to quickly grapple your arms around this false Sendosi, and as you grapple them, your arms kind of shrink through the image ever so slightly. And it fades away quickly, and you're able to see that that half elf wearing beige clothes standing in front of you.
Call it!
As Peter,
We've been having a fit.
Laura and I have been screaming, no, he's fake! Don't open the door, he's fake! Don't open the door, he's fake!
Peter, as you get pushed with the door slightly and you dodge out of its way, you see a residue of a spell that got cast on the back and pushed it open, as if someone had cast something from inside, but you see no one on the inside. At this time, Nade, the real Nadosi, and Marcella are on top of the group.
I'm gonna lunge at the guy that Damros is grappling and put the tracking ring on him.
Well, yeah, you do a quick run forward and kind of put it on his pocket. Do you want to do it
Yeah.
stealthily?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a stealth check on that. Sleight of hand, excuse me. The
Sleight of
rest,
hand.
Can it not be at advantage since Dad's grappling?
yeah, I'll allow it.
Thank you. Their stealth and sleight of hand for me are the same.
And the rest of you, I need perception checks.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Today, you're kind of able to kind of grab them, and as you kind of grab them, your hand kind of tucks down, and you push it into one of their pockets
And then
that
I
they
think,
have.
so from my position, let me explain to you the shenanigans that I'm doing right
Absolutely.
now, and I'll see if you'll allow it. So I lunge forward, I kind of crouch behind him, slip the ring in his pocket, and my aim is to slip around towards the vault to see if I can see anyone inside.
Okay. Nade, make me a perception with disadvantage.
No, why? Why have you done this to me?
Because you performed
rude,
a
rude
different
man.
action. Marcella?
Can I, for lack of a better term, yeet myself into the vault door, in line with the door frame?
Okay.
Yeah, I was also gonna
And
get on in there. And...
yeah, so either in front or behind Peter, however that lines up, either way. But what I would like to do is yeet myself, so I've got 40 feet of movement. It just, no matter how I do this. And in midair, can I dispel the monkey, and can I use my action to wild shape into a panther?
Sure. I'll allow it. Describe how this
Incredible.
happens.
Incredible.
Okay. Yeah, so essentially as we're running up the staircase with the correct Nadosi, Marcella's scampering up the banner. She's got her feet and her tail's twitching, and she's freaking out, making all sorts of crazy monkey noises. And from the corner of where the railing meets the staircase, she's gonna grab hold of it and oh, what is that? What am I thinking of? Are you you with her front hands? Oh, almost like diving in the Olympics. She's gonna push off of it, and use her back legs to propel herself forward. And when she does that, just in the midair, this gross, this necrotic looking fog just surrounds her, and her whole body contorts. And as she does, her mouth elongates and her ears kind of come back into points, and that tail is still bony and protruding, and she's still now she's got the cat spines, and she's just gonna come out of this looking like a Black Panther, save for white right around her mouth, and she's gonna skid into place
Okay.
in the door frame.
I love it. Damrose, Peter.
Question, is that perception check directly regarding the door?
Maybe.
Yeah, I was also gonna ask. You want our perceptions?
Oh, can I
Well, see,
get?
I'm
Can I roll?
asking. I'm asking because I was gonna not even worry about it since he's grappling. He's kind of otherwise occupied, and then I also rolled a nat 1, so like.
Oh no!
So I think as Nade, Marcella, Peter, you guys slam in front of the door and creating this kind of line of impassibility. Peter, you feel for a second the slight touch of a hand underneath one of your legs.
With
I'm
my dirty,
uncomfy.
with my dirty 20 perception, do I get any more than that? Or is there just a hand on my leg?
You
Well, a hand
currently
brushing
feel that
my
hand
leg.
on your leg, kind of like
Okay.
moving. Marcella?
So with the panther, I have keen smell. Can I get perception at advantage?
Absolutely.
Yes, panther smell.
Can I grab the hand?
Can.
I'm gonna grab the hand.
That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah, baby!
Marcella, as you turn around and kind of look straight at right where it is, Peter, you kind of grab down, you grab the hand, and you hear, ugh, ugh. And in that moment, the invisibility wears off quickly as you kind of get through that illusion. And on their bag, you can see that they have a large bag of holding next to them that they're kind of carrying.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the bag of holding from him. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
He's trying to rob a casino. I'm gonna take the tool he's gonna use to
Yeah,
rob the casino.
exactly.
And I'm gonna hold him by his wrist in one hand, and I'm gonna wrestle the bag out of his hand with the other. I
What
got
does he
two
look
hands.
like? Magic Daddy, what does he look like?
Is he
Uh,
hot?
Oh yeah,
you
which one?
notice this?
No, I was curious if he was the guy with the tie.
You notice this tiefling as the one who had gotten up and walked away from the table to cash in some chips, wearing
Giving
the
us a bad name.
uniform. I was very impressed that Marcella picked them up, but they didn't see them. They had actually turned into a gaseous form and went up the vent.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I knew someone was gonna
No
go up the
wonder.
fucking vents. I knew it.
I would like to, if you will allow it, Magic, because I've got the tracking rings and I'm just on a mission. While Peter has him held, may I please, Magic Daddy, make another sleight of hand check with advantage to
Absolutely.
put another check?
Go for it.
I hope you all liked my voice. That's Nadee's voice from now on.
Marcella, with your
you're real cute.
really high perception, you noticed that down on the first floor, you hear a sound of a woman's voice fainting, and you hear some of the guards kind of rush to kind of grab them.
Is this the white dress woman? Is this the
Yeah, I was just saying,
the
is this distraction number
distraction?
2?
Yeah.
It is the white dress woman with some red accents. Yes.
I'm gonna my sleight of hand was only a 14.
Okay. As you go to try to put in the hang, they kind of look at you and go, "You've already caught me. What's the point?"
In case you get away, you always have to have a backup plan. Because clearly you didn't have a backup plan for this, did you?
Well, we didn't expect for whatever you are to be here. That was
Incredibly hot adventurers, get it right. Nadee doesn't actually say that.
You can't take that back.
And Nadee goes,
Fine, Peter will say it.
No, Nadee goes, 4 incredibly hot adventurers. You had no chance. And I'm gonna look back at the woman with the white dress and go, it's not gonna work. I know how to act, and this is a poor job. Boo.
the woman kind of gets up and goes, "I need to get some air," and you see them just like run out.
I follow
Someone-
immediately.
Yeah. Someone go
take
follow
off.
us. Do I need to make any sort of check against this guy to get to grapple the bag of, to either stay holding on to him or to get the bag of holding away or something? Do I need to do a? Has he just given
no,
up?
you're yeah. He pretty much just gives up. I mean, like you got him sitting
I'm
there.
still good. I'm
And at this
gonna
time, a
keep
few
holding
guards are
on
kind
to
of
him.
coming up, and they kind of like take the patrons for you, and you see the guards kind of like, good job, and you see Nadosi kind of going up, going, yeah, we appreciate it. It was...
I'm still running.
Yeah, this is only 2. The other one is running away. Some of the guards ought to go with my friend who's chasing after them.
You see them kind of collapse their ear and go, one more. What do they look like?
White dress, red accents. They are like trying to leave the casino, and there is I don't know if the day is still a purple tiefling, but there's somebody purple chasing after them.
I'm back. I'm an elf. I'm a purple elf.
Hunt down
There's a purple elf chasing them.
white dress, red accents. Aim to kill. No, I'm just kidding.
You are the one who told us not to kill.
Once they take the one who Damaros was grappling, Damaros will book it down that way after Naday.
Okay, yeah. So as you guys kind of like
To
head
assist
downstairs,
as necessary and not let Naday be alone.
Naday, Damaros, Marcella, are you going as well?
I'll sit and babysit the 2 that we already have.
Yeah, I was gonna say, has the person pretending to be Nagosi been passed off to a guard?
That person is like out the door. They ran.
No, the
The
beige guy?
Oh, sorry. You said guard, and I went. No, the guards have the beige guy and the
tiefling.
And I'm
tiefling.
holding on to the tiefling.
Okay. Yes. And Nadosi goes, is that bad? Can I look at it?
Can I make an insight check on him to see if he's the real deal?
Go for
It's
it.
another fake. It's another fake. We don't
Hey,
trust
this
you,
is.
Magic Daddy.
They might be Ocean's 11ing us.
They might be. They might
They
be.
could be master thieves.
The alternate
Well, it
heist.
doesn't matter because I rolled a 7 and I have at most a plus. What was the roll? Investigation, insight. That's only a +2 at best, a +0 at worst.
I mean, you think for most part that this is the real Nadosi. They are not wearing a hat.
All right.
So it must be him.
Yeah, I'll give him the bag.
As he kind of grabs the bag from you, opens it up, and he goes, "Lofty sum. That's 10,000 gold. Whew. That would hurt." And he takes the bag and grabs the key and starts to head into the vault to kind of put some of the money back. Naday, Damaros, make me a perception check.
There's so many perception checks.
I mean,
This is what I get for having my best skills be deception and persuasion.
21.
16.
when you guys get downstairs, that person is fucking gone.
No.
Damaros, with your little bit of perception that you have left for the check, it was a DC 25. You see the little bit of white running off into the distance, but you know running to catch up with them would probably be a little difficult.
Damn it.
I should have.
I should have grabbed her when I had the chance when I went to talk to her.
Someone could
Believers.
also call the speedy boy. But that didn't say anything.
Yeah. I think at this point, I say we know what she looks like. Unless she's also using mask of many faces. I don't think there's anything we can do at this point, Damaros. I think we might as well go back to the party and tell them she got away.
Damaros agrees.
We're gonna head back inside and let them know that she unfortunately escaped.
Damn it, I should have gone. I bet I could have caught her.
As you guys
Probably.
head head back, and you guys kind of all kind of congregate near the vault, and Nadosi kind of walks up. The guards taking the other two thieves out the door, presumably to their satellite office. Nadosi.
The satellite office is the most corporate thing, and I love it.
Amazing.
Nadosi goes, "Well, that was well done. Did you get any rings on any of them?"
Only the two that you caught, I'm afraid.
And they go back to the ear and go, rough them up a little, and then release them. Track them, find the third.
And
You did
that's
good.
why I say, and that's why I put the ring on the other guy, even though he was like, oh, I'm already caught.
Yep. It
You
is.
guys did a good job. I know one got away, but you stopped them, and that's important.
So, as my good friend Damaros would say, maybe you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And I kind of nudged Damaros a little bit, like, hot guy, go make a move.
It was a little close.
Oh, come on, are you kidding me right now?
I mean, the doors did open and revealed all
Oh.
of our money, and our patrons are here, and it definitely wasn't quiet. But you did your job.
Well,
You
what we
didn't say
could
we had
do
to
if
be
you
quiet.
if
We
we could,
did stop the heist from happening.
if you like,
You
we
did,
could
and-
Did
you
you get
know,
away with your money?
we could
No,
bring them
they
back
didn't.
if you like. Would you like us to bring them back?
And as agreed, here is 750 gold for your services, and
Thank you.
we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Dad takes that and pockets it with still just like a look on his face.
I just give you the kind of like, just remember 500 of that goes to the
Yeah,
drain.
it goes back.
Yeah.
We
He's not gonna walk to the Vermilion Dream with it in his hands though.
Yeah,
So like
like
Yeah, no
this,
fair.
with your hands out.
it's gonna be pocketed on the transfer.
No, just this.
we think they were with the hands of Ord.
What's the hands of Ord?
It's a small guild in the Ankarel. Might have pain in our ass, but they don't stay around too long. And
Well?
we'll hand the thieves over to we'll hand the thieves over to the hands of justice for them to take their course of action, of course. So.
All right. Well, I think our job is done here.
It seems so.
I would like to go see a certain someone before bed because I have questions. You see the
think-
day.
Someone who's blue.
Peter's right there.
Not that one.
Different blue.
Not
different
that
shade
one.
of
Not that one.
different shade
darker?
of blue. Different. More of like a little bit more green in the undertones, whereas like I'm like a warmer blue, like I'm like a cooler blue.
Peter, I told you I wasn't going to walk off again, but if you keep talking like this, I'm going to walk off again.
That's a nice color blue.
Why are all of you like
We
this?
ought to go back to the Vermilion. We ought to go back to the
Right, go
Vermilion
back to the
Dream.
dream. Go back to the dream.
Yep. And then
So are you guys headed there first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I don't wanna.
So as you
Goodbye.
guys head through the streets after
I take
your
Marcella's hand because I'm doing the whole I'm pouting and I have to like hold my friend's hand while I'm pouting.
I mean, you can hold my tail.
I hold your tail. I hold your panther
I don't
tail.
trust whoever the hell ran off out of here, so I will
Yeah.
be walking back to the thing as a big giant creepy panther.
I
Hell
just
yes.
get excited of
arrows
this purple
start flying. No.
this purple elf walking with this decrepit panther feeling like a badass.
With mange.
The
love
choice to hold on
Yeah.
to the panther's tail is certainly a choice.
I love it.
I mean, you
Um,
could like. I'm not gonna wear. No, never mind. This is a PG-13 stream right now in my brain.
Why don't you go ahead and
NC-17
message me what you were
leader.
about to say? Why don't you
Put it in the
message
book
me what you
brigade
were
chat.
about
I want to
say?
know.
As you guys are heading to the
Speaking
town,
of message, do we have to return the earrings?
Yeah, I think
I would
it
assume
will
so.
take off the earring, hand it to
Yes,
Nadosi.
they do take back them earrings back from y'all. You guys didn't loot anything off of the thieves, so you guys didn't take anything off of them.
No, because
sorry.
we were stopping them from taking things. Why would we take things from them?
Yeah,
anyway,
no.
so does we
Fair,
get
fair,
back to
fair.
the Vermilion
Adventures,
Dream?
Magic, what kind of adventures just because you want to loot all the bodies all the time.
It worked out for me,
If
and
I
don't get
had hands,
mad.
I would have looted them.
So as you guys are heading through the streets, you guys get back to the first eclipse within about 30 minutes, and you guys see the Stretsleck starting to open the door to turn the sign from open to close. As you
Wait.
guys are walking.
Hold on. Before you close, could we get one more dark oolong?
It's weird when you say it outside, but yes, you can come inside if you'd like to have a seat on the inside and have a drink. But perhaps you'd like. Most people start with like, "Would you like a drink?" They don't start off with a key. Fuck it. Get inside, please.
I really like tea. I'm sorry.
Everyone here
You
is
guys
so
are
cocky.
worst spies ever. I don't understand.
I look at him and I go, "We got the job done."
Not in public.
I said that deliberately just to make him squirm. I'm like, uh-huh. Do you think we're gonna be the worst spies ever? We'll be the worst spies ever.
So you guys start heading to the back, and he goes, "There's no one fucking here. Go to the back. She's waiting for you."
I give him a look and I just go, maybe you need the tea, buddy. And I walk into the room.
Yeah. Go ahead and.
The urge to mage hand a little whop across the back of the head is so strong.
Yeah, I think we just all go to this back room and see if our contact, Khalid, I believe was the pronunciation of that
It is
name.
Khalid. Why are you giggling, Magic? Why are you giggling? I don't
Look
like
at the
this.
chat.
Why are you giggling? No, god damn it! Y'all can't see this, but the thing in chat is cursed and I hate it.
Cursed.
I went to find Leash Panther and I just typed leashed and that's what came up and I
No one in the stream is gonna get this, but all you need to
I
know is
know.
MagicShibe put a cursed image
It's
in our
cursed.
group
That's
chat.
all you need to know.
Oh.
Do I see our contact?
yes, you see that the Khalid in the back taking out some of the glasses and kind of filtering to the green and red kind of glass lens, looking at a large stone.
Hello.
Hello.
I look at Peter and I'm just like, Peter, you.
I
What?
see you're
I
back
was
already. I
only
kind of
cheerful.
expected you guys to be back in the morning, but hi, how are you?
We got done early.
Did you stop the thieves?
Yeah.
They paid you?
Yeah.
Did?
Okay, let's see it.
Demos?
Dad takes out the money and gives him the 500.
Awesome. The extra 250 is yours to keep.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, Lucia put in a good word, and I see it paid off.
I'm glad to hear that Aloysia gave us a good word. I think we more than earned it.
What do you call yourselves, by the way?
The
What do we call
Book
ourselves?
Brigade.
Brigades.
Book Brigade. Mercenaries? Killers?
Mercenaries is more accurate than killers.
Protectors of good literature.
We do. What's?
I have books. They protect my books.
Yeah, we protect the books.
Do you have a special book?
Not yet.
Aren't all books a little bit special?
All books are special, truly.
Emerald's kind of like, when she asked that, because obviously he does. He has that book that you gave me,
Yeah.
but he doesn't actually say it out loud.
That's why I said not yet, because I was just like,
Interesting.
well,
Why? Do you have a special book?
yeah, do you? We always love to learn about books.
Sold me on that. You see Khalid kind of look down and go, I mean, we have tons of different books about a lot of different topics. Which is kind of interesting. I kind of didn't expect you to do well, but you have been great.
Okay,
And
wait.
I don't mean that negatively. I know it does, but we deal with a certain type of people here.
If you didn't expect us to do well, then why did you ask us to do it?
That's what I
Emerald
was
is
about to
sassy
ask.
tonight.
Yeah,
I
everyone's
assume
just like,
because Aloysia put in a good word for us.
oh, so you trusted us
Yes.
because Aloysia said something, but you didn't
Yes.
expect us to be good, even though Aloysia put in a good word.
Do you doubt Aloysia?
To be frank, I mean, Aloysia did kind of get away from you.
Well, not
Did
for
she get
long.
away, or did we let
Not
her
for
get
lack
away?
of trying.
I
Get
know.
away! We're here.
I sort of
know
did some
it's-
cool parkour shit and caught up with her quite easily. So
Yes, it was.
It wasn't that hard.
I heard the story. Nonetheless, I am impressed, and I think you have made yourself very useful to us. So, how about this? Would you like to become an official member of the consortium of the Vermilion Dream?
I would say yes.
yes.
Is that a yes from
Marcella's still a panther.
Panther as well?
Yeah, I mean, I should probably. But she's just gonna shape down. Yeah, sorry.
Demaros,
Sometimes I
yes?
He'll nod.
Okay. They turn around, they go into a cupboard, and they pull out red robes, like the ones that you saw Aloysia wearing, and hand each of you one. This is our standard issued robe. You can put over your clothing. We know that it's each other when we see this on each other. If it's lost, damaged, or you need it to be replaced, it can be purchased here for a gold.
So we need to wear this at all times?
Can we alter it in any way?
Alter it how?
Like, you see how I have like my kind of poofy scarf thing that like it actually is a lot more than a scarf. It's very long. It's cool. We don't have to get into it now.
Cool. My mom made it.
It's an
Yeah.
My mom made it, it's cool.
No, my dad made it.
Our dad made it, it's cool.
My dad made it. It's cool. Like I have a particular aesthetic that I cultivate.
Nade also looks like visibly uncomfortable with like her very golds and white with purple skin aesthetic with this red robe, and she's like,
Like it'll go with me, like the red and the blue, like it's the nice contrast, but like I really am like do I have to like wear it like
color
a
fits my
regular
aesthetic.
robe?
But like the outfit itself, no.
I have to wear it like all the time. Can I make a
It
have
has
like
to
a
be
cool
the robe.
jacket?
It has to be the robe.
okay.
Oh.
All right.
If you're
Do
not
you have
wearing
a
it, it's
shorter
not.
rope?
We'll wear the robe, we'll wear the robe.
Can I wear it open?
I can find a shorter robe. You can wear it however you want, as long as people know that you're wearing a red robe, so we can find. We're trying to find each other.
Everyone gets so mad at us.
No. I'm totally down for the red robe. I mean, Damaros and I are like twins now.
That's
Now I have her
adorable.
too. But she's gonna put this robe on, and it's just gonna be like the train. I have a problem.
You see, as you put it on, they just start cutting it a little bit at the bottom so that it fits.
Nade looks at Philid and says, so are we really just that unbearable, or are you stressed?
Stressed would be a good way to put it. There's
I might have some information that might
a
make
lot
you
going
feel.
on.
So, I heard about the dig site.
Yes, we'll get there.
Right. Let's talk at some point because I might have some interesting information for you.
Yes. So just so let me. So as part of the consortium, you do have, free staying at Azir's Whetstone if you need a tavern to stay in. Well, it's more of a hostel. You could find it in the Alluvium district.
Okay.
They present your robe and they'll let you stay there for free as long as you're with us. As you know, we are not very friendly with the Cobalt Soul or the other sorts, so be cautious of them. Allegiance of the All-Sight.
The other one.
And as well, each new member receives a 10% discount on purchases at the arcane shop Mystic Pursuits, which you can find in the Suncut Bazaar right down the road.
So what was it? Mystic Pursuits.
Yes.
And what was the name of the hostel one more time?
Ajir's Whetstone.
Ajir's Whetstone.
And
believe
that
it
is
was a
in the
tavern.
Alluvian district.
Correct.
Yes.
But now that you are part of the consortium, we are able to kind of talk a little bit more plainly. So yes, we are a newer faction, I would say, in this city. We are not really friends with the Allegiance of the All-Sight or the Library of the Cobalt Soul. And we're a group of occults and mystics that have assembled for like a like mind. We take our name from Rudis, the Rudy Moon of Exandria. I'm sure you're all familiar with Rudis.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the
Twitch.
strange happenings with Rudis?
We are aware that it is bestowing some ill fortune and suffering upon some of them. But we're looking into it, and that's part of what's happening at that crater. We think we found some interesting things down there that we could take a look at.
I have been having visions of what appears to be, my guess is Rudis crystal. They are these red crystals that I see them forming over people when I have my visions.
Well, that brings us to kind of what I need you guys to help me out with next, if you don't mind. And they
Okay.
roll up their sleeves and go, "Behold!" And as they lift their hands up, you see exposed web of pulsing red veins spreading across their forearm.
That's what I saw in my dream.
That's the corruption.
She brings out a dagger from the folds of her robe. It's a silver blade, and it's veined with organic growth of the same color as the ones on her arm. This, she says, pointing at the strip of the metal, is ruidium, a gift from Rudis, the moon of ill omen, salvaged from the ruins beneath the city. Some recoil at its power, but we here, we're embracing it.
Did you put this in yourself?
What do you mean, put what in myself?
The
veins.
veins.
No.
The crystals.
No. It's a side effect of Ruidus.
Have you
and
considered
ruidium.
that might be a bad side effect? Have you experienced any other symptoms alongside these? What I would like to specifically do is make a medicine check.
Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
And
This one arms.
if she will let Damros, he would like to take her arm and look closer. And doing that, could I give Peter advantage on that medicine check?
Please.
Yes.
Please. Thank you.
Marcella?
Well, I would like, I would like to use nature rather than medicine if possible. Can I do a nature check?
Sure.
And she's gonna just look at, I already forgot her name, but the lady who
Phalid.
just shored up her robe. Yes, Phalid. Yeah. Phalid, but she's gonna look at Phalid and she's gonna. Okay, so I appreciate that you shored up the robe. I mean, it's great. I don't feel like I'm swimming. Do I have to do that too? I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm already a little.
Are you?
If you don't want to handle ruidium, we're not asking you to become infected. That's not at all.
So if you touch it, you become infected.
It's a small side effect. Peter, and what was your roll?
14.
With that roll, you can tell, and they'll also explain that kind of like with great power comes great responsibility. And you can see a slight bit of, the right word would say, exhaustion. A little bit of a dark circles under the eyes. It's not draining their Jati, but it is putting a little bit of a tax or a toll on them. Naday and Damrose.
I was wondering if I could pull out my tome that has the message written on the first page about the corruption and make a religion check to see if I can make the connection between what's happening to her and what they said.
Okay, make me a religion check.
I know Damaris has her hand up first, but I want to just ask follow-up questions about what I learned.
Okay. Damrose first.
Damaros would like to use Mage Hand so they're not actually touching the thing and take it and investigate it.
Repeat that one more time.
Damaros would like to use Mage Hand so they're not actually touching the ruidium.
Okay.
And take it and like investigate because they are intrigued by whatever the fuck is happening.
Okay.
Maybe Arcana? I'm not totally sure what would be the best thing. They're just trying to kind of figure out what's going on.
Let's see.
And for your knowledge, I rolled a 17 religion.
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check, yeah. Naday, as you kind of open up your book and read the words of, find the red, stop it, the book heats up a little bit. And just very plainly, solid print just says, that's it. Find the source.
I close the book. Find the source. I don't say anything, I just think find the source.
We're gonna go Peter and then Marcella.
Yeah, because I just want to ask, because noticing that she looks tired, as if it's like taking a toll on her, but not like being super overbearing. I noticed that this seems to be a little bit draining on you. Has it gotten worse, or has it been like are you at a steady rate of tiredness as it results from this, or have you noticed a decline?
Well,
is it getting worse in?
I don't. It started off as a little bit of a rash.
How far is it spread?
I mean, it's just. I had a rash on my hand when I first grabbed the dagger, and now I have some veins, the crimson veins, kind of all over. It doesn't start and like creep over. It kind of has affected me as an entirety, and I think that I think that's what ruidium is trying to is giving me power throughout my body, but it does.
What kind of power?
Well, this blade itself, we became aware of this mineral through one of our spies who had access to Kale Moreau, and we've sent some other agents to infiltrate the excavation site and steal samples of the mineral. But the Allegiance of the All Site has control over Kale Moreau, and so it's made this whole task very hard. And so I'm the only one that's had a lot of exposure.
So you've had the most exposure.
Yes.
How long did it take for it to reach the point it has?
It's been a few days of interacting with the blade. It's been about a week, I would say.
Have you noticed any other negative side effects?
No, not that I've seen. I do want to pop over to Marcella, who had the hand up.
Well, I just, I really just wanted to investigate like the red veins and with the mention of actually having the dagger itself. If I could use my cape to hold it, I wouldn't inspect like the mineral itself. Less so. I mean.
So Damaris has it in
touching-
Mage Hand right now.
I have it in Mage Hand. Also,
You
I
can
rolled
both
an 18.
Inspect it. Inspect it.
Okay, yeah, because I would like to look at more of like the makeup of the rock and see. I mean, I probably have more mining experience than anybody here based on like Clay family background.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
I
Damaris?
rolled an 18 on that roll. Also, is there any kind of, once Damaros has taken that from her, any kind of visible relief you could see at all?
No, not
'Cause
really.
I know sometimes if you take an object from someone that it's affecting them, it can stop not words. You understand what I'm trying to say?
No, you don't really see that.
Okay. But
It's
yeah,
a
so I
dirty
rolled an
20.
18 on that.
As you guys kind of take a closer look, you can feel dirty 20. You feel a mix of power, and power unlike anything you've ever seen before. And I mean, this is a mineral that has never been seen at any rock. It is not a normal type of rock, and you guys could probably assume that it's coming from this Kale Moreau area that they're mentioning. You do know, yeah, that's about it. That's about all you get. Peter.
Mine was Arcana. Does that give me anything else?
It does not seem by default to have a strong arcanic feeling to it. Like, it's not magically imbued, although the gem itself is magical. You could tell that it is creating with your arcanic spell. You know that you could use it as a spell component.
Interesting.
But yeah, so the names escaped me. What's their name?
Khalid.
Khalid. I heard Feldra in my hand. I was like, that's not right.
Eldra, no.
Khalid kind of looks over and goes, I know this is probably a little bit of a shock, but we are really trying to understand this more so, just as you guys are.
Has anyone else... Are you the only one who is, as you say, infected?
I would imagine there's some people in the Allegiance and the Cobalt Soul that probably are. They're like I said,
Have they also had access to this dig site?
the Allegiance of the All-Site control it.
Oh,
Interesting.
We've been sneaking in and out, and I'm sure they've allowed the Cobalt Soul, but they don't. Like I said, you kind of joined one of the fringe groups.
So, what is it that you would like us to do next?
Yes. So we need you. Wait.
You need us to dap. Can you translate that for me, please?
Peter pulls out the piece of paper and the pen from before. I'm ready this time.
And you see that I go. I don't speak dap common.
I need you to retrieve an item for us.
Okay.
What is the item?
We're told that you need to find this item. It's shaped like an elephant, and it too has been affected by ruidium. We think that it's being kept inside of the Crystal Chateau.
Oh, you want us to break into a place with the All Sight group?
Yes.
Whew.
Managed. If you learned something from stopping a heist, perhaps you could use that to your benefit.
It's just the Crystal Chateau, the really fancy hotel.
For it's where the like students that are part of the Allegiance of All Sight go
Correct.
to stay.
Okay.
That's where they.
You see that? I go, well, I mean, he used Mask of Many Faces. I have Mask of Many Faces. And you see that all of you can see I'm starting to get a little distracted as time goes on.
What other information do you have about this job?
Yes.
Do you...
If you could speak to Jor Rashid, he's not on our side, but if you're able to press him, he's one of the gatekeepers. Perhaps he might know some information.
I look at Marcella, knowing how intimidating that she can be, and just kind of give you like a let's go.
Try to throw him off his guard. No pun intended.
Throw him off his rhythm.
Yes, absolutely. But that's all we know. If you could bring that back to us.
I like how your thought went to
So we need to speak to Jor Rashid, probably intimidate him. Marcella, counting on you. He's one of the gatekeepers at the Crystal Chateau, which is run by the Allegiance of All Sight. We need to retrieve from the Crystal Chateau an elephant-shaped item. Do you have any names of people who could potentially be in possession of this item?
Unfortunately, we don't have much information.
Well, I will say, Peter, that if someone like the guy in the heist today could disguise himself, I certainly could disguise myself as whoever might be useful.
It's not necessarily... disguising self is very useful, and that will certainly be extremely useful. But if we don't even know who potentially has it, we don't know how many people live in this Crystal Chateau. There could be tens of people, or possibly hundreds, who might have it.
If I disguise as the gatekeeper and I ask...
Well, the gatekeeper might not know, is the problem.
No,
we think he knows something.
He knows something?
He sees everyone walk in and out.
How big is this item? Is it big enough that he would have seen it come in?
It's probably handheld, but it's decent size.
So it is possible he may have seen it, especially if he's eagle-eyed, and that's the whole point. I don't think we can...
But it doesn't feel like a reliable lead.
We know that Jor Rashid is part of the Allegiance, and just like you didn't get this information until you joined us, they don't hand the information out freely.
And I was going to say that, sure, maybe he's not a reliable lead, but right now he's the only lead we have.
Is there any other information that you can give us?
Well, be careful.
Great.
I know that's not as much help, but
that's so much help.
The Allegiance.
That's it.
I mean it as like the Allegiance
tremendously helpful.
won't back down if you're caught. They will.
I don't expect them to.
They will throw everything they got.
And we'll throw it right back. I can do that. I have a special reaction that lets me throw things back.
My nose starts bleeding.
I'm very good at catching things.
I say, look, I think we have this person who's a good lead. Get information from him. If I can't transform into someone he talks about, I can at least transform into him. We've got a couple of options at least to start.
We should plan out our move. How much time do we have to do this?
You have about, I'd say, 2-3 days. It shouldn't. They don't know that we're doing anything, so they shouldn't know that we're on to them yet.
Then I'll turn to the group and say, I think tomorrow morning we should plan out a strategy. I don't think we should go in there without any sort of discussion of what whoever is going to do.
Any heist needs to have the players. And I just say my usefulness will probably be my disguised self. That will probably be the thing that I can provide.
Is there a map or like a blueprint of the building of the Crystal Chateau that you might
don't have that intelligence on us. I'm sorry.
All right.
I know that we have that free place that we can stay now. Do you guys want to stay there instead of paying where we were?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, when you come back, speak to Sretzlek. I have some things I need to take care of. This mission is for another one of our members, Adrian, who you'll speak to next. Just know that they're with us.
Okay. I look at the group and I say, I have a visit to make before I head to where you are. Are you all right with me going alone to speak to...
As long as you come back. And
you
don't
can't
run
trance
off
there. You have to come back.
Yeah, you got to come
I
back.
can't spend the night with her?
No running off places.
Okay.
Don't go adventuring alone. That is the rule. You could get hurt, and we don't want you to get hurt.
I'm getting conflicting things. I'm fine with not adventuring by myself. Marcella's telling me I can't cuddle. Fine, and I'm gonna walk out.
No, I'm telling you that you can cuddle. I'm telling you that you have to come back and you have to be here, because if we only have a couple days to put this together.
No, I am going to trance and come to you. I'm not gonna Guys have such little faith in me, and I'm gonna walk out.
Oh, well, I mean, last time you did get up and you were gone for 8-10 hours.
That's all you hear from the distance. Last time you get up, what do you mean?
Disappeared into a well.
Holds up scroll of fireball. You're fucking lucky.
And you get a message from 120 feet away that says, you know you love me.
So, Peter Demros...
I guess our single asses are going to go back to our thing.
As
go back to our inn.
as you head back to your new hostel, you find the conditions, to use the exact word, squalid. It is not nice, but it is...
Peter steps in and says, I'm okay with paying, maybe we should go to the other place.
You can tell it's one of those, they have kind of curtains between the rooms. There's not actual rooms.
No. I would rather pay money.
Let's pay.
So, you guys...
I would rather pay money.
You
I'm
guys
not
are a
dealing with
bunch
this
of
shit
babies.
again.
So you guys just turn
I
around.
do not want people to proposition me. I don't have 500 gold.
I mean, I don't know if you get used to sleeping in the dirt. I've done it for years, apparently.
I slept many times. Listen, sleeping in dirt, great, fine. Sleeping in this place, not so much.
I love how Naday's gonna get up the next morning and go, oh my god, you guys are here.
Yeah.
Naday, as we cut to you, and you're kind of headed up to the inn of your dearest AO.
My dearest AO, good lord, we've been dating for a total of 3 days. Go off.
You open the door to see a...
I knock.
No, I assumed you're walking in
Oh,
first.
I see. Yes, you go in. Yeah, no, I teleport. No, I'm
Knocks
just
on the
kidding.
outside of the door.
And Paper's like, the fuck?
Some random patron opens the door.
Are you already drunk?
No, I opened the door to go in. Fuck all of you.
Dude, that's on you. That was good. That's a good one.
As you open the door to, I forget the name of this one.
The
Step aside?
Notes.
I thought it was like the cerulean some shit.
No, it's it's a stupid little pun.
It's a stupid little
The
pun.
golden
Well, that
chip?
narrows it down.
No,
it's- the golden chip
where
was
we
the-
stayed.
The golden chip is where we stayed the first time.
That was the
Yeah, sorry.
brothel.
The golden chip is where Peter thought the deck of many things was a joke.
The
Yeah,
dick
where
of
he
many
tried-
things.
Yeah, where
Yes.
he said something stupid and he paid the price.
Peter saying
It
something
is-
stupid and paying the price. I'm shocked by this.
Oh god. I swear I wrote it down. I wrote down Aloysius
pretty
sent us to a
positive.
shady bar. We should stay somewhere else.
I'm pretty positive it was in the circlet walk and it was the step aside.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
the step aside. It
Step
is the
aside.
step
Yes.
aside. It
Okay,
is.
It is a step aside.
So as you
So I walk
enter
into the step aside.
the comfortable doors of the step inside, you see the patrons kind of grabbing drinks and food, and you see in the back Ao sitting at a small table alone, kind of just twiddling their fingers.
I walk up to the table and go, "Hey,
Oh, how are you doing?
what are you doing here all by yourself? What's going on?"
I just got a real bad headache today for some reason. I feel like, I don't know, my memories got jumbled up for a moment.
Mad about this. I go, "Oh, well, what's jumbled?" I kind of
I mean,
take a seat.
I wouldn't say jumble, but I mean, got a lot. My dad came to my head a lot recently.
You told me a story about having siblings once. Was I wrong about that?
I do have a younger sister, yeah. But she was adopted when I was a little older, so
Oh, I see.
we're
You
all
had
adopted.
told me. Oh, you were all adopted.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
my dad didn't really have a lot of time on his hand. He was a busy person.
You see every bone in my body clench as I try not to tell her that I fucked with the time continuum. It's not worth it. 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 The one secret I will keep from this woman, God damn it. And I say, well, we just made a decision on who we're joining.
Oh, we did too. Who'd you go with?
You say first.
Let's do it at the same time.
It's not going to be the same, and I'm going to be very disappointed by this, but we'll do it. Okay, one.
I mean, it could be the same. I mean, like minds think alike, right?
You say that, and you're just going to disappoint yourself more if I pick a different one.
I'm not gonna get mad.
All right, let's say it at the same time. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. The Vermilion Dream.
The Allegiance to All Sight.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
They're a little more fringe. You see immediately, my hand under the table is clenching my own thigh. Because Tipsy knew this was coming. Naday didn't. I knew they were going to go with the Illusions, but I went,
I made this
"Huh,
this
so
choice
what-
2 seconds ago.
of course you did. So what made you decide to go with them? What won you over?
Well, I just felt like we had a big long conversation with one of the headmasters, James Cryon, and he talked a lot about, you know, the academic collective and talked a lot about kind of just rebuilding robust academic traditions. And I felt like I wasn't really part of a lot, and I felt like maybe if I kind of worked with Allegiance, perhaps I could kind of be part of something bigger than myself.
They do have control of a dig site, I've heard.
Oh, yeah, they might. I don't know everything with them yet. We just talked to them today.
Do you feel good about the decision? Does it make you happy?
Yeah, I think so. They, you know, they seem to be trying their best.
I just care
They
that you're
mentioned-
happy. That's all.
A small group of occult mystics somewhere, and I'm a little nervous about that, but
Oh, they mentioned occult mystics. Did they happen to give them a name?
no, it was just during our Allegiance of All Site Orientation 101, so...
So they're telling you about a bad group to watch out for?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guarantee you that the person you're dating might be one of these spooky occult mystics.
Oh, you stop it.
I'm just saying.
I
My
think it's
group-
adorable.
You think it's adorable that I'm an occult mystic that your group hates?
Well, you're
That's
not really part of them. Are
Here it is.
you?
The Vermilion Dream isn't exactly popular. Your group doesn't like us.
Oh. They do like you. You're a little eclectic group. Book brigade. Brigading books. It's kind of cute. I don't know what books you're brigading, but still,
Damros is mostly.
he has pretty big books.
He's got a lot of books. Are you upset that I'm part of
He
this
likes
Yeah.
big books and he cannot lie.
He's got a big book.
big book?
Oh my
Are
God.
you
That's why we call him
upset?
Yeah, he do, Peter.
Are you upset that I picked the group your group doesn't like?
Well, from my understanding, you picked the group that no one likes. I'm not trying to, you know, neither does the Cobalt Soul. I mean, we're working with the Cobalt Soul. I don't want another moment like we had with Aloysia, and we were on opposite sides, and I had to make a choice.
You're gonna have to at some point.
It's not really fair, is it?
Love always wins.
It isn't, is it? I'm sorry I couldn't give you better news.
It's all right, I guess. I don't.
Anything that's ended with I guess is not all right.
I just need. I need to sort through a little bit of emotions. I'm happy for you. I know. They just start to get up. They walk over. They give you a kiss on your forehead. They kind of caress your head for just a moment. See you soon.
I'll see you soon. And I
kinda
just
wink at you
I
as
s-
they turn away and walk.
they walk away, but I am feeling dejected. And I just sit at the table and put my head in my hands.
At this point, Peter, Marcel, and Damaros come walking in the door.
That's what I was about to ask. Peter comes in and he's like, finally, a place that is not a shithole. I need a drink.
You see the bartender kind of look over and go, "Hey, don't know what that means, but I like it." He goes, "Half-price drinks for you."
Hell yeah!
Oh,
And I
wow.
go over and I order a whiskey and I look around to see if Nadee's down here.
You guys are able to see in a day kind of head in hands.
I order 2 whiskeys and I bring
I'm
one
gonna
over
make
to
a
my
s-
friend.
I'm gonna make a straight beeline, bypassing the bar because I know that Nadea is upset. And I wish now that my robe was large so I could give an extra comforting hug. But it's not, so I'm just gonna give a small hug.
I feel you hug me and kind of laugh half-heartedly and go, did you decide you didn't want to stay in the hostel?
It was too dirty for Peter and Damaros, so...
Oh, are they just a couple big babies?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Right, see, that's what I said. But they were like, no, this place is really just gross.
Admittedly, I was cheating at it because I thought I had a place to stay, but I was about to head to the hostel had you guys not been here.
I come over at this point and set the drink in front of Nade.
I know that I gave you a snuggle time curfew, but why?
They joined the Allegiance of All Sight.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's messy.
And I told her that we had joined... We're in the 101. Vermilion Dream, listed as the bad occult mystics, is part of the orientation ceremony. So now she's upset, understandably so, because she's worried she's going to be in another situation like we were back in Bezozin, where she's going to have to choose between them or me.
Well, this is what adventuring is. If she wants to be an adventurer, unfortunately, you have to make difficult choices.
You know, I haven't even kissed her yet. I'm too scared to.
Maybe you should give it a try.
Not now. I have a feeling she's got some heavy thinking ahead.
At this moment, you guys see Irvin walking down the stairs, looking for something. And
Irvin!
yes! Nade, right?
Yeah, you okay?
Yes, you wanna have a quick chat real quick?
Me?
Yes.
Can my friends be a part of this, or it's private for some reason?
I would prefer it be us.
Okay. Guys, are you alright if I...
Yeah.
I'm
Do
gonna
what you
get
gotta
up
do.
and go to where Irvin is beckoning and go, what's going on?
This isn't easy for me to say. I know you know that I'm Luxon.
I know.
And do you also have a book of the Luxon?
Make an insight check on him.
Yeah.
13.
What are you trying to determine?
What is the feeling that he has when he's asking? Is it curiosity? Is it desperation? Is it...
You get a sense of genuine curiosity.
I do. Why?
He reaches in his back and pulls his open.
I pull mine out to match.
I saw the red today.
In the dig site?
We're not allowed to go near that yet.
Where did you see it?
One of our members had elephant, and apparently when they were holding it, they gained a sense of a little bit of strength, and then their hands turned rashy. And
what was the name of the person who had the elephant?
I think it was Grizz. He came in, a lot has happened today. He was a shorter goblin orc mix.
Like just like a guy who could be strong, but seemed like he was made stronger by this stuff.
Yeah. He seemed a little short of breath, too.
I message Peter, and I say, I have a name, I have a description. His name is, and I relate what he just said in the message. And as I do that, I kind of am like nodding along with what Irvin is saying. I'm like, so did your book also warn you about the red?
Yes, I'm trying to stop it, I guess.
Same.
I don't know what it means. How do you stop a rock?
Well, I've had visions of my past lives covered in these crystals.
Have you been infected before?
I don't remember. Is the problem. I personally in this life have not been infected. But I can't remember anything much about the other two, except for apparently one of them was part of the Library of Cobalt Soul, so I thought I'd give them a chance, and then they were kind of stuffy assholes, so you know. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, absolutely. What can I do?
Just keep an eye on AO.
She's special, isn't she?
I know you two were a thing for a bit.
Yeah, we were, but I don't want to date someone who knows I'm a Luxon.
Can I be completely honest with you?
Yeah.
I think that's a really dumb idea. They know you. A part of you.
I know, but I was a bugbear my last life.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I was a kobold.
And you don't talk to them a lot still?
My past life?
No, the cobalt.
Oh no, I was a kobold. Like the
Kobolds.
lizard.
I heard kobolds.
Yeah, no,
lot of
I
faction talk today.
was the lizard, one of the lizard guys. That was my first life, and then my
Gotcha.
second life was a human. Look, Irvin, I am not going to determine what you do with your life. I tried to stay alone and was alone for a very long time, and I gesture to the table. Honestly, if it hadn't been for Marcella, I would still be alone. It's not worth it.
mean, I have a good group of friends, and they're nice, and I guess when I find that person, I don't want them to know that I'm a Luxon, because I don't know, it's like living for eternity. You live a next life, and then they always wondering, will you remember them? And some people, you know, want to be Luxon. I don't know if they're trustworthy, and I just want them to love me for me, you know. I mean,
Well, I don't feel the
only
same way you
19,
do.
so I have some time.
Yeah, you're pretty young. Look, I understand where you're coming from. I get too far into that rabbit hole, I start having panic attacks. Just stay safe, okay?
We'll do.
And if I find anything out, I'll let you know. We're on the same quest.
Same here.
Well, kind of. Your group is actively against mine, apparently, and AO's having a bit of a think about it. We'll see if we end up staying together.
I hope everything works out.
I hope so, too.
Blue and
I'm gonna
purple's a
head-
good color.
Hey.
And it's in our Magic Academy logo.
And I'm gonna walk back to the table, silently take the whiskey, and just shoot it.
So, we now have a lot more information than we did before. This is good. Good job. He just like gave you. Did he just like give you that?
Yeah, I think I have a trustworthy faith, and I think also he and I have sort of bonded over a thing we have in common.
Well, we certainly I mean, we can discuss the actual nitty-gritty of it tomorrow, but we certainly have a better lead now.
I think that it's worth taking a break. We stopped a heist today. We deserve a little bit of a break, right? And you see that there's like a pained smile.
Then let's have
I mean, technically, we stopped a couple of things happening today.
fun.
That is true.
Round for the table!
And with that, we're gonna end our session.
Yay! You're breaking my heart, you asshole!
No good relationship story goes perfectly. I mean, I know that you were definitely looking forward to a kiss today, and I'm sorry that it didn't go that way.
Rude. Rude!
But
Can't wait till y'all get Peter drunk and he talks about his He talks about Elixion.
He's just really pretty, and I like it very much.
I don't know if it's like even ethical for me to like him because I've never met him and like he doesn't know me. We can
And
say
I have
that.
the image of Damrose just slowly patting Peter on the back while
I
Peter is
don't
going.
know anything about him. I can't like him like that.
Damrose patting Peter on the back and thumbing through his book.
not even listen, just doing his own thing and just like, there, lad.
No, he's helping. He's looking for information about Elixion.
I will say that as soon as Nade went back to the table, Marcella, Nade was just like, glum. Like, just like, friend, I'm sad.
I will say, let me double check.
But for story's sake, are we having drinks and then going to bed?
I think that's what's happening.
Will this?
Yeah.
Like a long rest, yeah.
As much as I
Take that
love
later.
dictating your guys' sleep and wake up schedule, it does take a lot of time. You guys are very talkative when you're going to bed and waking back up.
Yes. At a certain point, you just gotta.
slumber party time, Magic Daddy.
Yeah, we
At a
want
certain point, you just gotta say, all right, everybody goes to bed, they get up the next day, and we're on to the next thing.
That is 100% what I do as a DM sometimes. I'm just like, you all go to bed. Good night. You get up the next day.
I got. Here we go.
I wanted to ask to find out if we could get a long rest. That's why I asked.
Yeah, you were definitely. Oh shit! I just threw dice. You were definitely getting a long rest.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Do we
Nice.
level up, Magic Daddy?
Yeah, Daddy.
That is currently what I'm trying to look up, but
Oh my God,
failing.
please.
Please, it's
up.
been so long.
Please. Please.
We did so much combat in our last session.
You did.
Our last couple of sessions.
Oh boy, Magic Daddy. Also, hi, Knights of Silver Moon. I also see Kaidek Nerd Boy. Leak Prison popped
Hello,
in.
everyone. Thank you for being here. Doofus was
Rebecca,
here for a bit.
Seamus. So glad you guys are all here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Level up to level 8.
Yay!
Thank you, flying speeds.
Ability score increase.
Taking
Getting that
after.
19 decks.
Super. Yes. I need to look up. There's a track. Anyway, let's go ahead and
You know
go around.
what?
Let's close out today's session. I'm gonna go ahead and start off this time. So thank you guys so much for stopping by the Magic Academy. It's been great to see you all here on Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok. Still waiting on the Twitch TikTok key, but we're excited to be on all platforms. We're even on Spotify if you want to hear us at podcast. I don't think I said anything else. Anyway, you can find us Magic Academy on most platforms. If you can't find us, it might be Magic Academy 20. I'm still working on getting all the handles. But you can also find me, MagicShibe, on TikTok, where I kind of shit post as well. Just all the stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and head it over to Damaros.
Hi. Sorry, I was updating my character sheet. Name's Echo. You can find me on all the platforms at Yes I'm Baby with a variety of punctuation. Currently, I've been posting some Damaros cosplay content on TikTok, so check it out. You can find other D&D content at Records of the Realms.
Awesome. Thank you. Peter.
Hi, you can find me everywhere at Evelyn Sometimes. That's EVELYNN. You can find me on Twitch. I'm still working on what my 2023 schedule is going to be because there's some wrenches going on. You can also find me mostly on Tumblr, reblogging It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Batman fanfiction.
Amazing.
So,
10 out of 10.
That is
yeah,
interesting.
check me out everywhere, Evelyn Sometimes. That's EVELYNN.
Marcella.
Yeah, you can find me on all the things at Sweet and Lore. No punctuation needed. At least not yet, as long as I have so I'm scared for the day that I lose it. So yeah, you can find me all the things. I'm posted currently on TikTok, posting Marcella content. I will be streaming this Friday in the Discord, my Cartographer's Corner. We're gonna work on making a map for what maybe eventually will turn into my homebrew world called Alder Shadow. We'll find out, and then you'll find me Saturdays and Sundays streaming on Twitch, barring my computer works.
Awesome.
Oh, and we're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender starting next week, so
nice.
come hang out
That's
and watch
good.
that too.
In a day.
Hi, you can find me at the Tipsy Tiger on TikTok. I'm currently doing a whole bunch of Flash cosplays of because I am also a D&D DM like Magic and others here, and I DM my own homebrew world based on fairy tales and folk tales. So I've been cosplaying as some of those characters. If you'd like to become a part of Romithra and would like to commission a one-shot from me, you can do that, and also commission some other stuff from me on my Ko-fi or Coffee, I never say it right, my Ko-fi page, which is also the Tipsy Tiger. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm the.tipsy.tiger because someone already had it, but I very rarely post. And finally, on the Mountain Shade Village Discord, I stream every other Wednesday, and I play dating games and games with dating mechanics because Journey won't, so I do. That's it.
Amazing.
All right. So with that, just a quick reminder that we do have all of our videos posted to Patreon exclusively for the next 3 days. You can find that down below. And then you can also find us, our shop that has opened. So you can go do that.
Someone send me magical money so I can buy her own merch.
Buy our merch. I put the design on on a bunch of them.
Go
It's
commission
really cool.
Evelyn's
Oh
art.
yeah, you can
They're
also
really
commission me on
good.
Tumblr.
We will be
All
back.
of the art of our characters is Evelyn. Anyway, I'm sorry, Magic.
We will be back next week. This month we're taking off the 17th, if I remember correctly, right?
I'm gonna be on a plane.
Yep,
Okay.
taking off the 17th.
So we will be gone, so we'll be gone the 17th. So we will have the 10th, the 24th, the 31st, and I am going to let you guys here who are here know that things are heating up, and we are getting close to a lot of really dark stuff for this campaign, and a lot of really crazy stuff. So I'm excited as we culminate to the conclusion of our campaign over the next, I think, 2 to 3 months. I'm excited to see you guys all here. And we'll keep posting our recaps if you need to catch up on our YouTube. And yeah, please reach out to us on the Discord and come chat with us, and let us know what you thought. We are going to go ahead on Twitch, raid over to one of my friends, because this is their second stream ever, and I'm very proud of them. So I'm going to raid over to them tonight. I know we typically raid other D&D content, but I'm excited for them. So get those raid calls ready, and we will head right over there.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you guys later.